ready. Let's go. This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it!
What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck Boston.
Shut the fuck up!
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to our humble abode, the FanDuel Thunderdome, on this Thursday Night Football Thursday, December 15th, 2022. Show starts now. Football! Kicks off its Week 15 this evening. Remember, there's only 4 more weeks of regular season football, counting this weekend. Let's enjoy it all. Tonight, the San Francisco 49ers, led possibly by a banged-up Brock Purdy and an offense that has Christian McCaffrey in the backfield and have been able to do whatever the hell they want to do in recent memory, taking on the 12s of Seattle. And the Seattle Seahawks, built around Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Ty Lockett, and the boys, after trading Russell Wilson, have felt a resurgence in team chemistry, team bonding, and team success, although they got their asses handed to them 1 week ago by the Carolina Panthers. The San Francisco 49ers just ragdolled the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Only 3-point favorites on the road. What does that mean? How will it turn out? I'll be boots on the ground for the game this evening, meeting up with my guy Herbie before we fly to Vegas to call the Vegas Bowl this Saturday. I can't wait to get to experience the Seattle Seahawks Stadium for the first time in my life. Never got to play up there. Anytime I talk about loudest stadiums I've ever been to, I can't ever talk about the stadium that's allegedly the loudest because I've never been there. So tonight, because of an invitation from Kirk Herbstreit,
That's right.
I will be boots on the grind. And hopefully, I'll get to experience that eardrum rattling,
What?
brain pain causing
What?
Pacific Northwest fan base that's going to lose their mind. Hopefully that's the case. Because if the Niners get rolling, I'm a little bit scared that it won't be won't be as loud as everybody talks about being.
Sure.
But it's going to be prime time. It's going to be Seattle. It is going to be a majestic evening in which our Super Boost hits. Because the Toxic Table's here at Boston Connor, at Ty Schmidt. One half of the Hammer, Dahn Cowboys, Tone Diggs is here. And the host of the Man to Man podcast, Everything DB, and the NFL Matchup Show at Darius J. Butler joining us here today. D-Butt, we needed your Super Boost to hit last night.
Yeah?
Because your Super Boost hitting was going to lead to our Super Boost hitting tonight. Then one coming on Sunday, then on Monday, then Thursday, then Sunday, then Monday, then Thursday, then Sunday, then Monday, then Thursday, then Sunday, Monday, then Thursday, and Sunday. And then we're going to go into the playoffs, and we're going to be on a heater that nobody has ever seen before. And we're going to run through the playoff time with Super Boost hitting one after another. Super Boost, Super Boost, Super Boost, Super Boost, Super Boost. We're going to take FanDuel for everything that they had and everything that they had won leading up to this Week 15 of the NFL season that has been so incredibly unpredictable. Last night, your Super Boost was going to send us into a success story that nobody could have predicted just 5 weeks ago.
Hell yeah.
But fucking Vucevic.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Damn it, Vooch.
That was the one guy we talked about, too. He jumped off the screen. Oh, that'd be the easy one.
Oh, Connor, that was you. If you would you like to talk about what you said yesterday? Because I said, I can't wait for this Super Boost to hit. The way it's going to hit. Didn't know any of those fucking humans on that thing.
No.
But as soon as I see a name like Vucevic, after watching the Croatians do their thing and discovering that Bruce's last name was Branovic, I'm like, I can't wait for that particular player to be the reason why we celebrate and why we get excited. And the last board that comes off, boom, going to snag it, and that's going to be the 8th one. And everything else is going to hit, and we're going to celebrate, and this is going to be what the Super Boost is made for. But instead, you had to fucking go, that one's easy. Wow. That one's no problem. Nothing comes easy in this world.
No. I agree.
Especially in the Super Boost world.
Yes.
Darius, do you think he potentially jinxed it yesterday or no?
Nah, I'm not gonna put it on.
Right.
I'm not gonna put it on. It's been a rough season so far, but now we got boots on the ground tonight, so I feel really good about our chances tonight with this Super Boost.
No matter what it was, right?
No matter what it was.
Yeah, because I'm gonna try to will. Now I don't know how much they'll let me meander.
Sure. They're not going to let you in Shanahan's ear?
You always
hand the fucking ball.
You always find a way.
I always have a pretty good feel for things.
They're not giving you the headset?
Sweet. You should just wear one. You should just have one
That's
on
my
the
hat.
side. Yeah.
This is my hat.
Earmuffs.
I'll do one of those big hats because it's supposed to be 38 degrees, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah.
A bit chilly.
Chuck Pagano is here for Coach P's Keys. Obviously, going to come a little bit earlier in the show today. Can't wait for that to kind of feel what it's going to be like for both these teams going into this Thursday Night Football NFC West matchup. That is, hey, a lot on the line here.
Oh, yeah.
Huge game.
Seattle Seahawks get a win. A lot of lives kind of change. Seahawks lose, which is certainly possible. And I think how much of the money is on the San Francisco 49ers?
77, I believe.
77% of the money is on the San Francisco 49ers tonight to win or to cover.
Cover.
Cover. It's only a 3-point spread.
Yeah.
A lot of people expect that to be 7.5. What were you saying earlier, Connor? It smells a little bit. Huh?
It's a rat line. I mean, we're talking about two teams who had a much different Sunday this past week. Niners, like you said, beat the hell out of the Bucs. Seahawks get their asses kicked by a bad Sam Darnold-led Carolina Panthers team. And yet, for some reason, just 4 days later, they're telling us that these two teams, when they play each other, it's a 3-point spread. This should be 7.5 if we're thinking like normal, just football watchers. But if we're thinking gamblers, clearly there's something to do with the 12s and, what just happened on Sunday. And we talk about coaches.
No Debo.
No Debo Samuel as
Debo's
well.
out. Brock Purdy, welcome to
up.
the NFL. You're banged
Yep.
up. Debo, what are your thoughts on that? They said he's banged up. Who knows? Everybody's banged up, especially at the quarterback position. You're going to
Yeah.
take a lot of hits. That's what the quarterback position calls for. Purdy's a dog, isn't he?
a dog.
I don't think that means he's going to be out at all.
Hopefully he plays. Seems like a tough kid, but like you said, welcome to the NFL, especially at the quarterback position. You got to be out there. Huge opportunity for him, obviously, but, going to lean on C-Mac, hopefully a little more in that run game. Kittle had a big game in Seattle.
No spoilers. I saw the first 2 hours of Avatar yesterday. I'm not going to say anything about it. Others in the direct vicinity of me who have access to a microphone saw the whole thing, so I hope they abide by the same rules that I'm abiding by. The movie isn't out yet. We can't give any spoilers.
Great movie.
I could.
How long do we have to wait?
Can we give spoilers? Just why not?
Just one.
This clip will go huge if I just say
I
blah,
would
blah,
have
blah.
stayed for the whole movie. So 3 hours and 10 minutes runtime. Okay, would have stayed for the whole movie if I wasn't leaving today, and that was just after work yesterday. So I went in with plans of only staying for an hour. I was
Yeah.
going to do 3 installments of this thing.
I was shocked.
It's a long time. That is a long movie for James Cameron just to be like, yeah, in the world that we live in now, where people are literally watching things for seconds at a time, up and moving at, to get people to go out of their house, sit down, do not have your phone out, actually. Cannot. And if you do,
Police were up there.
They have night vision
and
goggles.
night vision goggles. And night vision goggles. So you don't. So you're sitting in somewhere, and it's not a live show, obviously, because like people go to like plays and stuff. There's an intermission normally though, so people can get up and move. 3 hours 10 minutes in 2022. I thought going in, this is an absurd ask of people in our modern era. I got an hour and a half into that thing. I didn't even know I was an hour and a half into it.
Exactly.
You kind of get lost in there. And with the 3D glasses that you have, it feels like you're in the meta, like in the Oculus Arena. Feels like you're in fucking virtual reality. There were some scenes that they put in there just for you to enjoy the 3D goggles. Fucking awesome.
You gotta watch it 3D.
Thought I'd hate the glasses, right?
Exactly,
Big nose.
yeah,
Big
right.
nose. I got a big nose. That's uncomfortable. Ears. Don't love things stretch. My head stretches these things. Didn't even notice. Felt like you were fucking in there. Darius, you watched the whole movie.
Yeah.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Just one.
Worth a watch.
Absolutely worth
I
a
think
watch.
so.
3 hours, and it's tough to say anything 3 hours long outside of a fucking football game is worth the watch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like this show, 3 hours. People don't. People watch. People do not watch 3
No,
hours.
we get that.
And we understand. We wouldn't. We couldn't either. If we were here, we couldn't do it either. But that movie, you didn't even know was 3 hours. I think, like as we were going through it.
And everyone that went last night, all of us enjoyed it. It's not like any of us were like, yeah, that movie stunk. No, every single person that was in that theater last night enjoyed it. And to your point, it's more of an experience than a movie. That's why it was so cool.
And that's all those super movie people on the internet that got early access. They were like, best movie experience of all time. I was like, shut up, dude. Like, all right.
Yeah, slow down.
As I was sitting in that movie last night, watching it, and we were sitting in a movie theater where the motherfucker was shaking.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the seats were shaking.
Dolby.
Everything was. As this one, spoiler, as this one whale creature.
A
Came-
Tecticon.
Yeah,
Tecticon.
yeah, that is the name.
I love
And it's already been said by numerous people. Whales do speak, kinda.
Yeah,
It's an interest. That's an
that
interest.
part of it.
That's
really
quite a
gets
creative
me.
leap. Quite a creative leap, but you have to get past it because it is a massive part of the story and a very good part of the story. But there was this one fucking whale that came in from the right, I think, or maybe from the right, I think. and the rumble went down the row.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You know, like
Pretty cool.
So awesome.
the right half of my body felt it before my left
Dope.
half as it went by me, and the thing's in 3D, so it's right in front. It was like, that's pretty sick. Like that was, I think this is what probably future movie experiences are going to be like to save the movie theaters, but it was fucking incredible. Honestly, it was good. I don't know what happened at the end. I get it, I think, but
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was just gonna say, we could just say it right now,
Yeah.
just get it over with, so everyone can just know exactly.
you tried to. You texted me. He said, "Oh no, Solly's at the end." And I said, "What, dude?"
Not what I said.
I said, "What, dude?"
I said, hey, there's
Jim
a
Cameron's
couple-
gonna have a sniper scope on you.
No, I said there's a couple corny, Sully moments. A lot of come on, bro. A lot of those for some reason, but they introduced a new language that I think people are gonna love. It's sign language, but still very cool.
I thought we weren't doing
This
spoilers.
isn't a spoiler. I'm just telling you how they
Is that in the
communicate.
That's a vital role.
That's in a preview for sure.
Yeah.
Sign language was in the preview.
Yes.
I didn't fucking see it.
Nonetheless, fucking great movie.
It was awesome.
Great movie. Thank you to
Do you think
the
it's worth the $2 billion?
Thank you to the. I don't know. We'll see what it makes, because it might not be worth $2 billion. It might be worth, I don't know,
Well, I'm
plus
saying what they
400
spent on it.
million.
Well,
There's a
Also-
couple more coming after this.
Yeah,
one, right?
allegedly the $2 billion's including Avatar 3, which they already shot, and they're just
Certainly going to make money.
yes.
Every
It's gonna
re-
make a lot of money.
Every review has been the same, and it's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
And that rarely happens with any movie. I think Top Gun got a pretty
Oh, yeah.
the same
Unanimous.
thing. Top
Yeah.
Gun was like, hey, good. Everybody's saying it's good. Even the people that weren't saying it was like amazing were like, good movie though, good movie. So like, and it crushed, right,
Yeah.
money wise.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the world well enough, the movie world well enough. Is it normal that everybody just agrees on something for movies?
No,
No.
definitely not.
This is
Definitely
post-COVID era now. Top Gun, everybody, yup.
Banger.
Avatar, literally everybody had seen it. Yup, go get it. What's that all about, you think, Ty? Is this a new era? Is this a new age? Or just people expecting less?
I don't know. I think with movies like Avatar and Top Gun, like those are basically propping the entire movie industry up. Like they've basically said, like, hey, if this doesn't make a bunch of money, like the movie industry is going to be in a bad spot because movies like this just won't ever get made anymore. They
So
just
the
won't.
money that we had to pay to get the, does that go to it?
Probably, I would assume so.
So we paid $3,300 to watch that thing yesterday.
That'll help.
I'm glad I stayed
Wow.
now.
So we're a part of it.
My God.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like $500 at the beginning or something like that. 800
Per
bucks.
person?
880.
880.
That's twice
Thank
now.
you, Pat.
880 times
880.
4.
$3,300 to go watch that thing.
What?
Had to do it. Completely worth it. 2 hours. Didn't even see the end of it.
Some reason
Worth
they
it.
said Disney had no budget. So
Yeah, Disney couldn't have. So yeah, we
Sold
want
out.
you to see it early, but you're gonna have to pay for the whole thing.
Gotta
Well,
find
3D
out.
3D was fantastic, by the way. If you're afraid of the 3D, don't be, because it was awesome.
Yeah, you don't even really realize. I
Yeah.
thought maybe you get dizzy because
No.
I am a human. We've talked about this a lot. Not supposed to have money. For instance, you just heard it. But like when I was younger, it was even worse. I mean, it was much when I had literally just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever, you know. Walk into Best Buy, the TV that's right in the front, like the car, the truck that is sitting up on the thing in the
Yep.
front of the dealership is the truck that they want you to buy. Like, hey, they're probably getting their best deal off of this. It's their newest model. They want you to, this is what they want you to buy. They have like, mental strategies in stores for what they want you to buy. As soon as I walked into Best Buy, straight back there was this TV that was like lifted up like fucking Simba was up on something.
Sure.
And it was this new 3D TV. And I literally just beelined right to the thing. I'm sure I wasn't low, at the time.
no
sure
chance.
I wasn't low at the time. Go right in there. They give me these fucking glasses. And they're like, there's 100 of these models available here in Indiana or whatever. This is like the first time the 3D TVs are coming home. And just let us know if you want it. We can get you one today and whatever. I put it on. They put like this fucking like grasshopper jumping across the
Yep.
thing. And I went to grab it. Like, give me this TV.
Yeah.
Fucking most expensive TV they had in the whole place. Used 3D at my house one time, probably. Just every time somebody came over, this is a 3D
Hey, put
TV.
the glasses
Check it out.
on.
I put the glasses on, and then
Here's
4
Grasshopper.
minutes after the glasses, 4 minutes after the glasses come on, they're like, "Oh, that's really cool." And then we just change the channel to something that isn't 3D, and then we
Right.
just watch
Yeah,
the
just
television
yeah.
standard old
Yep.
thing.
Uh-huh.
So I was a big basher of the glasses.
Anti 3D.
Yes, anti-3D and basher of the glass. It's like there's no way this is convenient for any human to do.
Right.
And especially if you have a large head with a big nose, like it's terrible. 3D glasses are perfect. They've evolved those, I think,
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
And what's the other shit? They had like speakers on the roof. The
Oh, yeah,
side.
Dolby,
What is that?
baby.
Dolby? Is that
Surround
the-
sound, yeah.
Whatever
Surround.
experience we had last night, that is how I would suggest watching that movie. I don't think
That's
you
why
can.
we
that's
had
how, yeah.
$3,300.
James Cameron specifically chose that theater.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because like when they're shooting like the bow and arrow too.
He did not specifically choose that thing. He had
Came around and scouted.
He had specs for what were needed, and the one that we went to was one of the only ones in town. We figured out.
Zito told me he walked in and said, "We will show this film here, and only here."
And then he hopped back on his plane, flew to the next town.
Did the same thing.
Kind of like
You guys must have missed
like Goebbels in that one movie. Yes.
I got that reference.
Did not.
Thank you, Inglourious Basterds.
Okay. Hey, that was a good movie.
Great.
Yeah.
Great
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Bastards. We can do spoilers in that one.
Yeah.
Who would have thought the way that whole thing ended?
Wait for the crumb.
Yeah. Not I.
Anyways, Avatar's worth a watch. No spoilers on Avatar, but I'm not even saying it. I mean,
You guys see that
why
fake-
not?
Did you see the fake Dewey character in there?
yeah, there's a fake Dwayne Johnson.
Johnson?
Shows up late. Shows up late.
Oh yeah.
2 hours
A lot of
in.
ooses.
The few fake those type of characters. I'd say.
Whoa.
Oh, you saw a fake Stone Cold Steve Austin out there?
Yeah, there was one of them.
They're actually.
Yeah, there was.
I didn't see that one.
There's a couple of stereotypical different groups of people in the
one-man
when the heels start rolling in. I mean, it really. Anyways, spoiler for the no spoilers for the Super Boost tonight though. But Christian McCaffrey, we're expecting to have a big game.
Yeah.
Huge.
And I don't know if that is something that we're going to expect against every single team, and if it's just because it's the Seattle Seahawks. That is not the case. I just think the Christian McCaffrey trading from John Lynch and Shanahan to get him on their team is one of the best in-season trades of all fucking time. This team's NFC Championship bound, Super Bowl bound every single year. And then they bring a guy in who becomes their number one. He becomes their fucking first option in the middle of the season out of nowhere, and everybody buys in. They're like, yep, this dude's different. We agree completely. It feels like the culture was ready for it. It feels like Christian McCaffrey has handled himself incredibly professionally, and everybody appreciates him. And then he's been able to take advantage of these schemes that Kyle Shanahan has been able to drop for a long time in the run game in a different way because of how explosive he is. And for those that don't know, and we've talked about it plenty of times here, you might be watching for the first time, Christian McCaffrey was literally bred to be a professional athlete. Everybody in his family that has come before him, like his dad, obviously everybody knows Ed, who played wide receiver. He's probably not even like top 5 athlete in the family. They got like track stars over there. They got soccer stars in them. Olympians everywhere in his family. Like him and his whole family, I would assume. One of the most athletic families of all time. He has bloodlines of incredible athleticism, and he showcases it every fucking game for them. And Shanahan's using him in ways that we've never seen before. It seems like the perfect marriage, D-Butt. And this doesn't always happen, I feel like, in midseason trades.
Yeah, then when this happened, a lot of especially a lot of the nerds said it wasn't that great of a move. Running back's been banged up, but he just changes. He changes everything on that offense, and you know how versatile he is. But even if you just hand him the ball, he's a great running back. Obviously, he can line up and run all the routes. They haven't lost, obviously, I don't think, since he got there, even with Purdy being in there. But great weapon, and it's working out for the Panthers,
Teammate,
it seems.
right? You would have to be a good teammate.
Seems like a great teammate. Seems like all the guys like him. And then he left, obviously, the Panthers. Everybody figured they were tanking after firing Rule, trading him away, trading Robbie Anderson away. The Panthers, I think, have won 3 of their last 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think 4 and 4
including the
since
Seahawks
Wilkes
team.
has taken over. So looks like a win-win, at least for now. But the Niners right now are wagging for sure.
Yeah, I love them. I love Christian McCaffrey. I love the trade, and I appreciate them getting aggressive in a moment in which they knew they were in the middle of their window. They did it with Trey Lance, right?
Yeah.
They tried to go make it happen, try to make hey, let's take advantage of this. Let's trade away a bunch of things. They bring in Christian McCaffrey. They pay Debo. Debo out for the next 3 weeks, allegedly.
Yes.
Schefter tweet from Kyle Shanahan, per Kyle Shanahan in the Schefter tweet. Made sure it got in there twice. Like, hey, good information here. 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan told reporters that he expects wide receiver Debo Samuel to return from his knee and ankle injuries in around 3 weeks, per head coach Kyle Shanahan. So he told reporters and also told me, Schefter said, that I can confirm what he told reporters is true, says Schefter. Debo back in 3 weeks. Doesn't matter. They got weapons all over the place. Is that why it's only 3, you think? Is that why it's only 3? Because Debo's not in?
Is Debo worth three points? He's definitely worth a half or maybe 1. But
Before Christian McCaffrey, though, I think.
Maybe,
for sure.
Maybe Purdy being banged up too, and them thinking like, oh, if he doesn't play the whole game and they get down to what would end up being like a 4th string quarterback, maybe that's part
Time,
of it
what is
too.
this? What's the deal? Why is it 3, you think? What's the deal? Is it because how good Seattle has been as a team and last week just an outlier? Is that what they're saying?
Practice yesterday? Let's check his.
I know he's listed as questionable. I don't know if he practiced or not.
they're all walkthroughs anyways.
I don't know, because a lot of gambling is how you perceive a team, and 49ers are perceived as about as high as you can get right now, especially after last week. And the Seahawks have not covered in 4 straight, so they are perceived as a low team. So this being only 3 would scare me if I was on the Niners. I am going to stay. I'm not going to take a side for sure.
Oh yeah, you have a show. You have to.
Tony, you got to pick.
No,
That's a
actually, in gambling,
Smart, actually, not to.
I mean, I'll have a pick. Okay.
Okay. You have a pick.
What
But
is
you're
it?
not betting.
No, not a side.
And you will let people know I am not putting
So,
money
like-
on this. But if I was, because I do have to do this every single day, this show, my pick is this. But I'm not betting on.
So
this.
like primetime dogs are like 60% this year. Home dogs are 60% this year. Division dogs are 60% this year. None of those are 100%. Obviously, none of those are 100%. But like, I don't want to bet on a Seattle team that's 0-4 in their last 4 ATS against a Niners team that's 4-0 in their last 4 against the spread. Primetime unders are also 60%. So maybe that's a direction.
Oh, so that's where you're headed, huh?
Maybe that's the direction.
Let's
I'll
get some
go.
bad football. I mean, that wouldn't be. What is the over/under on this thing?
43.5. But
Yes.
also, like,
That's pretty
Seattle,
high.
Yeah, that's
Seattle
high.
scores too.
and look
Yeah,
at
but
the
Niners defense.
It's
That's
unbelievable.
I was trying to put together a super boost because I'm going to be there, and I'm like, all right, I want to really be able to get into this because and I have no obligations. Okay,
Yeah.
None.
so I'm going to watch that game.
Right?
I'm not getting distracted tonight.
You're just enjoying it.
Okay, normally when this situation happens, there's always, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Keep it moving. Not even really able to watch the game. Like I get so caught up in everything. Tonight, I'm in the game.
game.
That's right.
Nice.
I'm lucky enough to be able to stand where I'm going to stand. Hopefully, if I have it read right in what I'm getting.
Right.
I'm going to fucking take in the game tonight. I'm going to put all my willpower into this super boost hitting. But I didn't want to put any Seattle Seahawks stuff on it. Didn't want to pick a side, to Tone's point. Didn't want to pick a side because I have no idea because the three is.
Stats say Niners, trend Niners, but
But the line feels weird.
Yeah.
The line feels very weird. So
Exactly.
somebody has to know something. So didn't want to put a side in there. But anytime I was trying to figure out something to put on there to beat the Niners defense, I just didn't know what it was. You know, I had no idea. They're banged up on the back, and it's like, okay, but what about their front four? Like Gino, I know Gino has good pocket presence. We've seen him do that.
Two
Well, they-
rookie tackles.
yeah, has anybody ever been able to protect against this Niners defense? Like, I think their defense is just they're back. Remember, they were hot, gone. They're back, I think. So it's difficult to kind of pick what the hell you think the Seahawks are going to be able to do and profit off of, which 43.5 signifies that they think that the Seahawks are going to be able to do some stuff.
Right.
And I'm intrigued by what they think the Seahawks are going to be able to do.
Well, and like Gino too, when they started out really hot, I think he only had 1 or 2 turnovers in like their first 6 games, and over their last 4, he's turned it over 7 times. So he's kind of starting to maybe come down to earth a little bit. And like you said, I mean, 2 rookie tackles. You assume that Bosa's going to get some. They're going to get pressure on him. Their back end's pretty good, and then also if there is like a major weakness of Seattle's, like their run defense isn't great. So you would assume that McCaffrey should be able to find some holes and kind of chew them. I don't know. It really doesn't make any
What
sense.
will Seattle be able to do? Throw, I guess. Gino's been driving.
Gino's
Kenneth
Yeah.
Walker is back.
Walker
he didn't
back.
play last week, so that might be a big deal.
Running back.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
He's a rookie running back.
He's
swing.
not a rookie. He's not a
He's
rookie.
been like
He's
an
so
offensive
good.
rookie of the year type running back this year.
Yeah,
So
We're
he's
talking
hell of a
about the
player.
Niners defense, though.
I
And
understand,
now we're talking.
but and the thing about Niners defense, there are opportunities there to get them. It's just you got to hit them. And Gino has been hitting them this year, but then if you don't, they're going to make you pay sooner or later. Nick Bosa against a rookie tackle. I mean, he's
he a rookie, though, or-
He's in the defensive player of the year conversation.
Kenneth
for a
Walker
reason,
is.
That's
so.
what I mean, though. I mean,
Did you remember him playing?
yeah, for sure.
He hasn't been in for a little bit, so I guess you kind of forgot probably. He's fucking good.
Oh yeah, he's a
So
great
good.
2 touchdown.
Look what Michigan
bet.
State became after he left.
Literally
Yeah,
won
true.
them 11 games.
Okay.
so in
Was
week
he playing against Nick Bosa and Huafanga and Eric Armstead?
But maybe a
Fred
Bosa.
Warner.
All these guys.
Hutchinson.
Greenlaw.
so in week
Maybe a Bosa. Was it Bosa? Did they overlap?
No, that was his only year last year. Kenneth
So
Walker.
he had
was
one
out.
good year. Okay.
He-
Now we're acting like this guy's
No,
Dion
no.
fucking Sanders.
No, he tra-
Jesus Christ.
Transfer
he
portal.
transferred. He had many good years.
Dion isn't a running back.
In week
either.
2.
Barry, whatever.
In week 2, these guys. I mean, that's a long. That might as well be years ago that they played in week 2.
Who didn't play though? Somebody.
Seattle rushed for
Kittle.
36 total yards.
But it wasn't Kenneth Walker.
Gino only threw
It was.
for 197, but Lockett had over 100. Lockett had over 100.
Walker playing in that game?
He had 4 carries for 10 yards, but Rashad Penny had 6 carries for 15 yards. They didn't run the ball very much
And then when did he start? Kenneth Walker started
after
becoming.
Rashad Penny got hurt.
That was like there was like 4 or 5 weeks in a row, I think, if I do recall, where he was just boom, boom. And then he got hurt. Now he's back. He's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it's going to be? Anytime I was trying to put an anytime touchdown scorer on that Super Boost tonight, I just saw like Fred Warner just look at me like,
Don't do it.
what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Why would you do that? And it's real, though. I assume Gino, who's had an incredible year, will have success. I assume Pete Carroll, who has definitely proved over his entire coaching tenure, more specifically this year, he's an incredible coach. I understand that how we talk about some teams where it's like, we think they'll figure it out. We think they'll have a strategy. We should probably do that more with the Seahawks because of how good they have been, and especially after trading away Russell Wilson and what they got in return, still being able to do what they've been able to do this season thus far. But it's hard for me to figure it out. I don't think they won't be able to. But whenever you're trying to piece together a nice fucking parlay to maybe spin the odds in our favor, so that instead of Vucevic missing a rebound and not even attempting to get in the board, not even attempting to get in the paint,
Bullshit.
Vucevic!
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Crash the glass, buddy.
Tonight's the night. It turns. All right, let's talk about some other stuff, though. Big shout out to Seattle. I can't wait to experience the fans over there.
Electric atmosphere. Been there for a night game, Sunday night football game. Crazy atmosphere. Wouldn't say the loudest. I'll still give Arrowhead the edge over them, but great atmosphere.
You played Arrowhead meaningful football game, it sounds like?
Yeah. I think we were on a team together. What was that? What year was that? 14 maybe?
Freezing?
13 or 14. I'm not sure. It was cold, but great atmosphere.
Was that?
Great atmosphere.
You guys had a rematch, too, after that playoff comeback, right? That season after?
I don't know if it was in Kansas City, though.
No, we beat them here, playoffs. I think the other 2 times we played them in Kansas City.
I don't remember the 2 times. I remember one time.
Jamal
Really cold.
Charles had a good game.
I had to make a tackle and a kickoff, and I felt I was really cold. And I just, did my classic throw my whole body head first at a guy. And I had pain from where my helmet made contact down my spinal cord to my butthole. Just immediate pain.
Concussion.
Was that a concussion?
Yeah, probably concussion.
I was with it the whole time. I just felt like like how lightning in the illustrations, when lightning hits you, it just like goes through your whole body. Like I hit the guy, and I just felt like my whole body just go like.
Oh, it's just stinger.
Oh my god!
Whole brain stem, right?
I stood up and I was like, oh my god!
There are spinal concussions.
I just think it was so cold. Like my body just was not. It was like
froze.
It was like when ice is on the outside of something, like starts cracking. It felt like that's what happened with my whole body as I was doing it.
Brady Quinn was the quarterback.
Yeah, and they were waiting to boot. Yeah, you were the one.
6-8 game. Yep.
Boom. So you were the situation then. They filled that place up. It was freezing. They sucked that year. Brady Quinn was the quarterback. There was numerous others like in a list of quarterbacks that played for him that season. I do believe. And 2013. So they filled that place up. It was filled up in there. Freezing cold day game.
Yep.
Day 1 o'clock game.
Yep.
Freezing cold, like the coldest, if I do recall.
That was the same year.
Yeah, man, that divisional round was tough.
That was a hell of a comeback. That game was crazy. That was whenever Andrew Luck did the dive thing.
Yeah, it's like 35-0.
Their fans were They were bad. Their fans were waiting to boo them out of the stadium. I mean, they were booing. They were waiting to boo the quarterback out of the stadium.
Sorry, Brady.
And then D-Butt fucking pick 6, and they did. Boo! It was just like only a matter of time before they came. They were holding up their end of the bargain.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Darius and many others view that team and that fan base as like, congratulations, you got a team now.
Yeah.
Because there was a long time where they were very supportive, showing up, very fucking cold, out there in the middle of Kansas City, which is pretty breezy, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But their history and their fucking fans are strong, and now they got a team. And it's like, good for you. Because I remember when it was fucking -6 degrees, my whole body hurt. Let's go through some stories of the day and of yesterday. Micah Parsons, on the Voncast. We alluded to it yesterday. We didn't dive in as much as we could have. Here's what happened on the Voncast, brought to you by Bleacher Report with Von Miller, who will be joining us in about 1 hour or 45 minutes from right now. Can't wait to chat with him about his life as job shadowing Brandon Beane since he got injured. Here's what Micah Parsons and Von Miller chatted about on the Voncast.
Is it Hurts or the team?
Oh.
I think it's a little bit of both, man. I think it's system and team. I think it's a little bit of both, man, because they got a great offensive line, which helps Hurts. Hurts has A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. They got a good running game. I mean, Miles Sanders. They scheme that they have. O-line. Yeah. I mean, bro, hey, this Eagles Cowboys coming up, ain't it? Yeah, it's coming up. I'm not trying to make no enemies. I just love the game so much, and I understand it so much that I can't. I when things are off, I just can't hold it in. I almost gotta say something. Yeah, you're right. They got a great team, great defense. But everyone has their own opinions. But they got Jalen Hurts is. He's good. They got him for the MVP race with Patrick Mahomes. His stats and what he's been doing with the numbers that he's putting up is MVP worthy, just like what Patrick Mahomes doing.
So that is obviously, they got a game in 2 weeks, I think. Yes. That took over the internet because Micah Parsons. Can't wait to watch that.
Pumped.
Yeah. Good game.
That's Saturday.
Yeah.
I thought that's when the Saturday game started.
Last year.
This Saturday.
Yeah. Last year, I think they did.
Let's not forget Vegas Bowl, 2:30 Eastern.
That's right.
Yep.
Can't wait.
ABC.
Hell yeah. Going to be a banger.
Oregon State, Florida.
Hell
It's going to go. But Saturday game they'll play. And obviously, Eagles-Cowboys is a big rivalry. I think Sirianni's bought into that. I think the Cowboys buy into that. It's a good thing to have in the NFL, big-time rivals. So anytime somebody from one team says something about another team, there's obviously going to be a reaction. And the Eagles drew some, defense from that for their guy, Jalen. But the MVP race, it's always going to be a pretty good team around the player, right? I think that's everybody's point. Hey, Micah, if you want to be you have a pretty good fucking defense around you as well. Mm-hmm. So I think the MVP is always going to come from a good team. Do you appreciate or do you understand where Micah's coming from for pawning the blame off on that? Do you think it's beef between Micah and Jalen, or do you think he has a point?
I love Micah. He's
hell of a football player.
Hell of a football player. He obviously is outspoken. He speaks his mind, whether it's Twitter or the podcast or whatever. Fair question, I guess. And you look at the Eagles roster, great roster, but the question was coming into the year, can Jalen Hurts? If Jalen Hurts can be a good quarterback, this team can potentially go. And he's been the best player, I feel like, on the best team this year, and that sounds like an MVP to me.
It does sound like sports media there, though. Micah sounded a little sports media because it's like Patrick Mahomes. Well, he's got the greatest tight end in fucking history.
Right.
He's got Andy Reid calling plays. Mm-hmm. He lost Tyreek Hill, and then they got 4 more faster guys somehow. Not faster than Tyreek Hill, but faster than everybody else in the NFL. That can be said about literally every good team, which is where MVPs come from, right? I think that's where it's at. And Micah, I fucking love him. Just keep talking, do whatever the hell you got to do, keep playing. But I think this particular one, whenever the Philadelphia Eagles got a little defensive about what you said, I think it's fair because I think that could be said about literally any player in any position at any time.
Yeah, for sure, especially when people, like D-Butt said, people were taking shots at Hurts, leading up to the season and even early in the season when he was playing well, and it was still kind of like, oh, well, if you force him to throw, this guy can't beat you from the pocket, and he's just proved time and time again that you can. And I think he, we talk about Mahomes and stuff like that. It's completely discounting what Jalen Hurts does, rushing-wise, which is just unbelievable. Mahomes can escape and extend plays and stuff like that, but he can't kill you with his legs the way Jalen Hurts can.
He's got the Josh Allen power if he needs to.
Oh, yeah.
And he can
back
move.
to back. Even in Oklahoma, he had 20 rushing touchdowns his senior year in Oklahoma, and then 10 rushing touchdowns back-to-back in the league. So he can be the best runner on the field any given Sunday, and obviously he's developing week in, week out as a passer. But I like this, though. It's divisional. Obviously, Michael, we expect him to be a great player with the Cowboys for a long time. You expect the same thing for Jalen Hurts. So every time – and Jalen Hurts, he's not going to talk. He's the absolute –
Well, he was on TV with Ruben.
Yeah, Mike Ruben.
I saw that clip. What? Is any –
they were doing something good for Shane. It was Meek,
gotcha.
Jalen, Ruben, Lori. I think they're all doing something great for the community. I assume that's why they were doing media or whatever. I assume that was the case.
I just saw Ruben just sitting and I didn't.
Yeah, there's a couple of clips he's just sitting there. That happens with AJ every once in a while. AJ would just be sitting there. And that's going to happen on TV with people, especially whenever clips are taken. Ruben's saving the world.
That's right.
Love Ruben. Friend of the show. Love him.
Friend of the program.
Yeah.
Love him. Friend of the program, man.
Oh, you just got done with a lunch meeting. And he's like,
hey, locked up Meek Mill, too.
Yeah,
got beat on the route, recovered, got a PBU, might be watching everything DB, man. Shout out Ruben.
Yeah, shout out to Ruben.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know how old he is. He was wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Hamstrings could have blown. That's the first thing I think when people start going wide open. I'm like, when was the last time they ran? Because those hammies aren't like, hey, we got muscle memory. We'll just be here forever for you. If you don't use them, you'll lose them.
That's right.
And Ruben's fucking 50 years old, striding out on Meek Mill like that. You saw the Meek Mill's cut too. You see where his heart and body were and where his leg was? That could be a weapon. He figures out how to use that.
That's right. I see why he went down the path he went down. Athletics wasn't.
Yeah, Meek can't catch a cold.
Yeah, you should see him on a bike though. You ever see him on?
Oh,
hey,
he got his Willie game. But speaking of running, that treadmill you got in there, that's a beast.
Yeah,
beast.
Yeah, there was a goal to get to 20 miles an hour again, and then the treadmill we had wasn't able to get there, so we had to get a new one in there.
That's a beast.
Everybody's just wide open on that thing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I think there's going to be like numerous people running 20 miles an hour in this office.
Well,
I think so.
Foxy ran 17 miles an hour.
18.
18
miles.
And I just ran a mile.
And you were, well, I mean, you were warm.
nice and warmed up.
Good. I'm happy you did that. Way to go.
But to your point, my hamstrings almost blew out after that.
Yeah, wide open is different than just like jogging casually or going on a walk. Like when you're really putting the full.
And that one has a little.
Did you guys
curve in
get
it,
big
too?
motor on that thing yet? He might crank that thing up to 25.
So, you know, Bailey McComas had 5 touchdowns in one high school football game.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I
at all.
believe it.
Did you guys know that?
Big motor.
I knew he fucking
record holder in the
disrupting the O-line all game.
Yeah.
No, 5 touchdowns, one game, I guess.
Fullback, wing T.
I have no clue. Literally, it was tweeted to me because I guess his dad has a new stand-up set, and Bill makes an appearance in it a couple times, and he tells the story of him having like 5 touchdowns in one thing. I had people tweeting me from Todd's show, like, hey, Todd just said a big motor had fucking 5 touchdowns in one game. Like, is this a real thing? So then Bill obviously saw the tweet. He was added in as well. And I was like, is this real or whatever? And he was like, the next day I said, hey, I'm going to talk about that tweet we saw where he goes, yeah. You know, that whole thing. Sure. And I'm like, God damn, have we not been respecting Bill? And
It's impressive.
I don't know if he ever gave me a full fact correction or not. 5 tuds in one game is fucking very impressive no matter where. Was it 5 tuds, Bill?
Impressive.
He just got back here.
I never had 5 touchdowns in a game.
So I'm saying, Bill, did you have 5 touchdowns in one game?
Yeah. We're running the wing tee. It was nice and easy. You know, there's a couple fat guys. You just get the corner, you right up field.
Fullback? Fullback in the wing T?
No, I was the tail in the tee.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Bill also ran
5 fucking touchdowns, one game. The way you guys are talking about Bill needs to change.
Then I
needs to change.
I proceeded to transfer to the school. I scored 5 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, you got recruited.
Yeah. Then went to, nose tackle. So that really worked out.
That's my big motor. That's the big motor I know.
Yeah.
What jersey number at running back?
27.
Oh, Eddie George.
There's a tweet going around right now. Bill's still got the 100-yard record at the school.
Yeah.
Bill, make sure
100-yard
these
dash
fuckers
or
put a little bit more
100 meter.
respect on your name when you're talking.
Well, this is like an Andy Dalton situation. Sure, Bill in high school was an all-pro, but today, come on. Not scoring 5 touchdowns in a flag football game. You know?
And nobody is, obviously.
If we
except
all
for
played,
Christian McCaffrey.
If we all played, you'd probably score 8 or 9 touchdowns. I'm sure D-Butt would have 8 or 9. I'd probably have 7, and then it'd be a good game.
Yeah, right. Fucking Bill's going to be on it. Bill comes in here at night when everybody's closed. We have surveillance cameras, that immediately alert me on my phone. Fucking alert last night, 11:30 p.m. Bill's on there fucking striding out. He's got the old school headphones
Walkman.
on, plugged into his phone. He's running like this on there. And that thing has got no brakes. That'll just go.
Yeah,
until
that
you're
scares
done.
me because someone's going to come in here early and he might be curled up on that fucking bench bar if that's the case.
All right, Bill. Appreciate you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Come on, Bill.
5 tuds. He has the record in the office for most amount of touchdowns in one game, for sure, by far. Love Micah talking shit, though. Just wanted to put a bow on that whole thing. Love Micah talking shit.
Yeah.
Enjoy it a lot. But every MVP is going to be surrounded by a good team. The Raiders, let's have a moment of silence.
Oh, no.
And this one is one that I think we're probably a part of. And I asked, if I should open my mouth on the show about something that's happening in special teams. And I was told, yeah, don't worry, it's legal. Yeah, don't worry about it. Do it. Sure. Fucking let the world know. I talked a couple weeks ago about the Las Vegas Raiders utilizing a technique that I had not seen before. And immediately upon seeing it, I got pissed off that I had not thought of it as a person that did a lot of kicking off in the NFL. They were putting the ball in the back of the tee. Normally a tee, you see the ball sits down inside of it like this, has to be an inch off the ground from the bottom of it where it's hanging. The Raiders were able to put that thing right on the back of the tee, have somebody come hold it, so that thing sit another half, 3/4 inch higher. From 1 inch to 1.5 or 1.75 inches, that's a vastly different change. So they were able to hit the ball higher, shorter, get their coverage teams down there. They were weaponizing their kickoff team with this technique that has been available, seemingly, since the beginning of tees being made. How the fuck do we not think of this when we're dicking around with a football and a tee for hours on end at a football facility. That's how proud and impressed I was with this technique that they were doing because nobody had thought of it before. Vinatieri mentioned it on the Manning cast the other night. He said the Raiders are putting, or Justin Tucker does a little skip step for those long field goals. I never thought about that. I wish I would have thought. There's like little things that are happening. It's like, how did we not fucking think of these things? The Raiders did. The Raiders are super geniuses. The Raiders were breaking the rules.
Oh, no. It was working too, damn.
I don't know if it was breaking the rules or there was no rule made for it. A memo was sent out saying not allowed to fucking. Hey, listen.
Knock it off.
They're not fucking doing this anymore. Okay? Basically, Pro Football Talk reported the NFL will no longer allow Raiders to use a holder on kickoffs to place football on top of the. That is what that special teams coordinator, though, thrives off of.
Hell yeah.
The NFL having to be like, God damn it. You're not allowed to use the T in a fashion that nobody in the history of football has used the T. Now, if there's wind, I assume they'll be allowed to use it. It'll have to be a ref's decision. And I assume we're not the only one that brought this to the attention of people. I assume the other special teams coordinators, while this was happening during the game, were just looking, going, that's not right to the, hey, Walt, the fuck, dude? Well, because we will send out a memo telling people we're no longer allowed to do it. So, moment of silence for this ingenuity that came from Las Vegas, that'll die in Las Vegas, but had an incredibly insightful run and did some good stuff for the game. They were cheating a little bit, weren't they?
Thank you, man.
Yeah, they were.
The middle gentleman over there
Mm-hmm.
saying, why don't we put the ball on top of the tee?
That's a good idea.
Everybody puts it in the tee.
Great fucking idea.
We'll put it on top of the tee. Then it's like we're using a driver with one of those high tees. Naturally going to hit the ball higher than further with that. Then our coverage team, holy shit, they're down there quicker.
Like shit on stink.
We'll start working. We won't be perfect every time. They might get a good return every once in a while, but by the end of the year, when these games matter, they'll be at the 15 every fucking time. They told me it was legal. Fuck, they said it. Read the rule book. I did 10 times. Read the rule book. It's not in there. Does it say anywhere in there?
Nope.
I assume that special teams coordinator went to Josh McDaniels. McDaniels like, oh fuck, okay. Then he went to GM probably. He's like, read the rule book. You read the rule book? Is it in there?
Check it out.
No, we're in there.
No.
Let's do it. We're gonna do it. Josh McDaniels like, fuck it, do it, I guess. And then the memo comes, and McDaniels goes right to old middle gentleman's desk and goes, turns out you were cheating. So
Knew it.
can't do it. They changed the rule. Congrats on that innovation over there in Vegas.
It's like a tip of the cap, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, this is too good. We have to take it out.
So
We kicked an onside kick against Louisville where I hit the ball with the outside of my foot. It never hit the ground. It was not a high hop. It was a surprise onside kick. I run up, kick the ball outside of foot. We have a guy run. We have a guy clean a guy out. Guy catches it. We get the ball. We end up going to like 6 overtimes that game afterwards. They changed the rule literally the next day. Felt real cool. Real cool. Like, okay, not allowed to spear somebody if the ball doesn't hit the ground. They have to have even if they don't wait for a fair catch, they have to have an attempt to catch the ball or something. They had to add it to the book. Felt cool, like to be a part of a rule. This particular special teams coordinator for the Raiders, I think he has like 10 to 15 of those.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking like at every angle we are attempting to. I don't see it in there. Do you see it in there? Nope. Boom. Let's go ahead and hit this
Smart.
thing. So they had a good run with it. That
Yeah.
thing is dead. And rest in peace to that. Let's take a go ahead, buddy.
are they outlawing this strictly because, one, they don't want kickoffs to be returned. They want them through the end zone. And two, they don't want offenses to have to drive the ball 90 yards instead of 75.
I would assume those two things that got added into it. And I would assume the special teams coordinators that were reporting this to the NFL were also adding in, let alone that the offenses aren't going to be able to score as many points and the concussions that are going to come from this, because now all of a sudden it's a punt return with guys running further. This is just bad for the game as a whole. Kick them off the tour, Doug. So they did. They banned it.
Bullshit. I don't like it, though.
Me neither.
At least go into the off season and then change it. Don't change it,
Yeah, mid-season.
week, 15? Like, I don't like it.
Do you think Tom McMahon has that up on as like a fucking trophy case?
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Beat him.
Hanging it up this morning.
Beat him.
Check
Go,
out
go
that
alongside all the other ones he's had. Beat him.
Did it again.
Well, yeah, we'll go onside kick every single time, so they have to line up in hands team every single time. Well, now that's the official rule. You know, they changed the rule to what we were doing basically because people had to have their hands team in every time because we're going to potentially hit a surprise against them literally at any moment. And Tom was able to say, oh, the amount of injuries that we had against us because everybody was in their hands team and everybody's like 10 to 15 yards apart is much lower than everybody else. They're like, all right, Tom, we'll give you that roll, Tom.
Boom.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
10 of them.
You think Walt had your video in the memo sent out?
As soon as I heard Walt's involved with anything that we potentially need to ask for, I know we're out. I have publicly said that guy fucking sucks as a ref.
Many times.
And that's because in my experience as a player, that guy sucked as a ref.
Yeah.
He was reffing for the NFL for 55 years, though. So I think it is fair to say maybe in his last 25 years, he was not good.
Sure.
In his first 30 years, though, the guy saw the game.
Oh,
Top
my
tier.
God.
Guy saw the game. But when I was in the NFL, towards the end of Walt's run, I thought he was abysmal as a referee. His communication was terrible. I thought the way he went through his processing was terrible. It seemed like his crew never got shit right. And then he was put in charge of all the refs. And I'm like, okay, that's great.
Makes sense.
But let's remember, we can't judge him just by his down years. Let's remember Walt had a lot of great years.
Yeah.
in the past.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Walt, how about Walt going, I watched this guy use an ashtray to describe, because the original wasn't this candle, it was a smaller ashtray. I watched him use this ashtray, and he really put a visual representation on what's happening. You guys are cheating.
Can't do that.
Can't do it.
Because normally the ball was sitting down in the ashes, you see?
Yeah.
And he picked it up and put it on the side where you're resting said smoke stick on the side of it, sugar stick on the side of it. That's amazing. What if we were part of another rule change? Maybe I should.
Yeah, you should fucking
Throw that up there.
pop that thing up there.
All right, let's get to a break, and on the other side, we'll have Coach P's keys. We need to announce our super boost for this evening. And it comes at the same exact time we are learning that Brock Purdy is starting this evening. Adam Schefter says, per league sources, 49ers rookie quarterback Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, who is no longer irrelevant, was once listed as questionable for tonight against the Seattle Seahawks due to oblique and rib injuries, expected to start.
Dude.
Purdy's a fucking dog. We knew he was going to play through whatever. This is the NFL. You're good. Are you hurt? You injured. Are you hurt? Are you injured? Everybody's hurt. If you're injured, you need to take care of yourself. Week 15 football, though, team on a run, playoff implications on the line. You think Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, the man who told Nick Saban coming out of high school, he's got to know football. I'm going to fucking Iowa State. Brock Purdy was playing tonight. We knew that. It is now official. Our Super Boost is live on FanDuel Sportsbook. It's called Boots on the Grind. McCaffrey and Kittle to each score one touchdown, and McCaffrey to have 80-plus receiving and rushing yards combined, from plus 550 to plus 750. Now, let's remember, they set the over-under at 43.5. They think this is going to be a scoring game. If the Niners are going to score, who do we think is going to score? McCaffrey and Kittle. Kittle started out the season not scoring a bunch, doing a lot more blocking. Ever since McCaffrey's kind of ended up at getting there, Kittle's got a lot more opportunities in the receiving end. Think he's going to end up in the end zone on primetime television. McCaffrey, we already talked about Seattle not being great against the run. It doesn't matter if they're great against the run. If he floats out of the backfield and Brock Purdy checks it down, hits him on a wheel route, he explodes. 80-plus yards for both of those, plus 750. Let's
Feed me.
go win one.
Come on. Yeah.
This is the one.
This is the one.
This is the one.
That will be the jacket I will be wearing on the sidelines this evening.
Hell yeah.
I assume it will stick out.
Oh, yeah.
Good jacket.
Tony Gonzalez might need to borrow that.
I'm worried about being cold too after all the shit I've talked. It's supposed to be 38 degrees. I'm just going to be standing there. These cowboy boots aren't too thick. Do have two socks.
That'll
help me out there. But my adrenaline will be running so high because we're about to hit our first Super Bowl. So let's take 5, and on the other side, we will have Coach P's keys for the San Francisco 49ers. Immediately following that, we will have Von Miller. Immediately following that, we will break down all the news stories of the day. Then we'll have another Coach P's keys. And then we follow up with the best hour in the history of hours on this particular program before we go into Thursday Night Football. How about
Hell yeah.
All right, be a friend, tell a friend. Coach P's keys on the other side alongside AJ Hawk in 5. Take 5! It didn't go how we thought it was going to go. Tua was off. Tua was missing balls. Then Tua hit a couple. And then on the Niners side, they lose Jimmy G with an apparent broken foot. Think about how small your bones are in your feet, how many of them there are. Whenever you see his foot turn sideways, that son of a bitch, you had to assume that something was going to break in there. That news was confirmed by Florio last night on NBC that he'll be out for the rest of the year. What are they going to do? Trey Lance also out for the rest of the year. The man you spent a number 3 overall pick on instead of getting Mac Jones, which, but you did spend your last pick, Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant 2022 with the 262nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Brock Purdy, a quarterback from Iowa State.
He fucking comes in and balls.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy put on a Purdy show yesterday. Yeah. Remember, this guy's Mr. Irrelevant fucking Brock Purdy playing at Iowa State just a year ago. Now he's being put into the middle of a situation. Biggest game of the day. All right, Dolphins versus Niners, big game. Biggest game, in the middle of it. Take over, how you doing? This dude's moxie is off the charts. Absolutely. He stayed in the pocket on a 3rd and 10. 15 is already opening up his entire arms in his face. He sticks in there and delivers a dime to George Kittle. That type of throw, staring down the barrel, that type of courage, especially in a league that he's never played. This is his guy's first snaps in the NFL. Yeah. He has no idea. Maybe he doesn't know what he doesn't know, but a lot of people get scared there, tuck, turn, run, miss the throw, and everybody's like, why does this offense stink? The guy's scrambling for his life. Well, also there's a chance that for another half a second you sit in there, somebody gets open, you're going to have to take a massive shot, which quarterbacks have to do in the NFL. It is no fun. It's a bad part of the job, but it certainly takes place. This dude's sitting in the pocket, fucking taking massive shots at a jaw, seemingly throwing to the right people as well, because as we're watching everything DB and we're talking to AQ Shipley and Coach Pagano and everything we're watching and learning, against certain coverages, there's obviously holes. For him to know where those holes are going to be just by looking at it pre-snap is a level of football IQ that I don't think any of us could have expected from fucking Mr. Irrelevant.
Losing our quarterback there in our second drive in the first quarter. Brock, you stepped it up, you came in. I don't know if you guys know, but it's with mixed emotions, right? We know Jimmy went down, be there with him. All right, you guys know how much he's meant to us. We've got a long way to go here, and we still got everything in front of us.
Niners on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Quick as a damn cat. All right, he'll line up in a 3 technique. He'll stunt from the B gap to the A gap, or he'll just hit you on your fucking throat. Oh, you want to laugh?
No.
Yeah, run you.
Funny? Yeah, you want to laugh, run you
because your dad's in the hall, or in the hall. You know, team's got 29 sacks. 95's got 3.5.
Wyatt, 95 sacks.
We got no chance, Aaron.
Okay, you're perfect, right, Bach?
Yeah, I am perfect.
Until you start playing every snap, shut the fuck up.
Oh!
Sorry for my language. They love to penetrate. Penetration is key for these guys. Okay, we can't let them penetrate. All right, but when they do that, okay, and we overscoop them and we two-hole them. You ever been two-holed?
Penetrate
I try not to be.
No. Shocker.
Two-hold is what?
Fucking the worst thing imaginable.
Painful.
Not good for anybody, especially with
No, he's not going to end up getting two-hold, but he gets one hold. It's painful. It ain't like a 55 gets to the second level. He's down. Boom, off to the races. Can't have it, guys. And the thing is the second quarter, okay, is better than the first quarter, and the third quarter is going to be better than the second quarter, and the fourth quarter is going to be way better than he just gets stronger.
Coach, you're not scared.
No, I'm just trying to open. You guys are, back there sleeping, bullshitting around. We're playing at home.
Those guys we're talking about.
We're at home. We're at Lambeau. Thought it was Lance playing left tackle.
I get Armstrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad guy, coach. I don't think we want him playing left tackle.
Oh, yeah, and you ain't doping?
Whoa! Oh! Tell him, Aaron.
Nameless faces, except for these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because those guys are dudes, all right? Well, what's so... Okay. Look. Oh, hey.
I know you're from
everything's a he and a ha-ha, AJ. Yeah, hey, we beat Denver. We beat Denver. They stink.
Okay.
They do.
We beat Denver 17-10.
All right.
They suck.
Thanks for being
Don't get complacent. When are they going to do this guy?
Getting sucked up, coach.
Suck them up.
They love getting sucked up.
They're gonna suck them up bad, coach.
Suck them up hard, coach.
It don't catch up until it catches up with y'all. I told you that.
That's true.
You guys want to F around?
I'm not. Sorry, coach. I'm taking notes, Chuck.
We just want to get sucked up, coach.
Get them sucked up.
Long season, coach.
Those backers get sucked up
Okay,
like you wouldn't believe.
let me give you a little reminder. Let me give you guys a little reminder.
Make them bust.
We went up there, AJ.
Bust that play.
Yes, coach.
Hey,
Why?
let's go! This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it!
What the fuck are you doing?
Boston
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our humble abode, the FanDuel Thunderdome on this Amazon Prime. Thursday Night Football, Thursday, December 15, 2022. Hour 2 starts right now. Football! It's kicking off Week 15 this evening, and we need to get right into it. The Toxic Table's here at Boston Connor, at Ty Schmidt. One half of the Hammer, Dahn Cowboys, who has sunglasses on because it just got so bright in here.
There's a new light that just came on that is actively burning my retinas.
Yeah, right before we came on live, a couple
That's the
lights,
business, baby.
Yeah, a couple lights just turned on, spotlights out of nowhere.
First time ever.
I actually watched Ty go, oh, I didn't see Tone get cooked, but I watched Ty like shrivel up into a bowl, kind of like, bullfrogs.
Sure. Yeah.
When you put a light on them,
Yep.
when you shine a light on, if you ever go frogging,
They piss themselves.
people go frogging down the bayou where you're on a boat and they flashlight them, they freeze, and then somebody grabs them. It's kind of what just happened to Ty here. This spotlight came on, shined on his face, and I saw Ty just like fucking body almost melt.
Yep.
And then we were told a reset happened on the lights, obviously.
Oh,
Okay, nice.
We know that's the case.
Yeah,
we
good
know
to
that's
know.
going to happen, and it'll come and go out of nowhere.
Sure.
Hopefully,
We
your-
want to turn them off.
No, all
No,
good.
no.
Hopefully, your
Part
retinas
of
are
the
good.
business.
Darius J. Butler's here, obviously. Everything DB yesterday, Man to Man podcast. Yeah, I don't know. I think,
I feel like the one that's supposed to be on me is out.
Yep.
Or yellow.
yeah, this one right
Maybe
here.
out.
Yeah, so the thing about it is, when you hire a lighting company for a stage, you assume more than 4 lights are going to be there.
You remember the first lights they put in there?
Yeah, it was 2 lights, I think.
It was 2 lights that looked like a woman's, the old school dresses.
Yeah, they just kind of, big one shot down. I'm like, I don't know if that's enough lighting. And also, what we're paying, where's all the money? Like, where is it all? So they added 2 more lights. This one doesn't work. They're on reset, but we do appreciate the company making it happen. We've figured out the lighting.
Yeah, where you go, lighting?
Joining us now from Anakin, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, a college football national champion, a Super Bowl champion, a Ryder Cup champion, an NBA pundit, a video game shitster, and COVID survivor. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Haw.
Yeah.
AJ, big one tonight, man. Super excited about it.
I know. I can't wait. Are you gonna be there? Is that what you said?
Boots on the ground. Yeah, we're winning the Super Boost. Boots on the grind. I'm going to will this one. Plus 750 is a massive. This is a massive Super Boost,
I like
AJ.
those odds. I like the big odds on these. I think we need to get it up there, and this one's definitely hitting.
Yeah, because I've been dancing around with just trying to get a win. Give me some sure things, and it's not hitting. No. So I might as well fucking step in the batter's box and take it. Why are we getting on base? No. Let's round those bases.
Sure. That's right.
Score.
Let's take the tractor another round. Let's fucking reverse the curse. Did you hear about last night? Darius Butler's, AJ? Vucevic?
Yeah, it was close, right? Old Vucevic couldn't get another board for us, or what?
Yeah, him. That motherfucker.
Light just came on?
Watch
Boom!
him.
Light just came on.
Yeah,
D-Bud.
D-Bud.
You just experienced what happened right there.
Good.
It's great to see you, D-Bud.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Lights being better than ever. Being better than
There
ever.
you go, Lights. Not finicky at all.
Thank you, Lights. Let's dive right into this, AJ. And I know this is something that you and I both enjoy mightily every single Thursday. We've had the opportunity all season to hear what the team meetings sound like for both teams playing on Thursday Night Football. Right now, we'll be going inside the San Francisco 49ers team meeting on Monday with Kyle Shanahan being represented by a man who everybody loves. It's time for Coach P's Keys. We coach for going. What's up, Coach? Shanahan?
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning,
Coach.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Another great win.
Beat the fuck out of the Bucks.
Wasn't even
That's
close.
exactly right. What a great win.
Hell yeah.
Payback win, right, Coach?
I mean, costly.
For the Super Bowl?
We lost it. We lost Jimmy. You guys know that. And but we lose guys.
Debo.
What's that,
And
Coach?
your perseverance, your resiliency as a football team.
Well, that's Jimmy.
Hey, look, okay, just so we,
That's
just
Debo.
because the Bucks aren't that good, guys.
AJ, what's your problem?
Okay.
What's your problem, AJ? Fucking around.
Only one dialed in here, Coach. You know what's going on.
Coach,
Don't worry about me.
Did you tell Tom like this for 28-3 after the game?
Hey, look, that's a great win. Guys keep stepping up. We lose a guy. Guy comes back. Got Jimmy. We lose Jimmy. Guy comes in. Brock.
Yep.
Purdy.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Let me ask you, Brock, can you put your finger? I mean, hell of a job.
Thank you, Coach.
16 of 21, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, took care of the football, distributed things. I mean,
Ran one in,
it looked like you've been playing. You put a finger on it. How'd this happen?
You know, Coach, I think it probably goes back to my senior year of high school, sitting in Nick Saban's office, and I just put my big old dick and balls right on his desk and just said, hey, listen, you don't want me, that's fine. But you clearly
I have
haven't watched
never
my
heard
tape.
this story, but I'm a
Well,
little bit,
not a lot of
I'm a
people
little bit
have.
taken aback.
Not a lot of
and a
people
little
have.
bit
And I know,
shocked.
the media likes to talk about, so I went to Iowa State instead. And, because I've won a couple games now, people are acting like I was like Colt McCoy or, Kellen Moore and won all. I went 28-17, never managed to beat Iowa in my 4 years there, which, no one's really talking about. But at the same
This is
time.
what Purdy's telling. This is what you're telling Coach Shanahan,
That's right. But that was Matt Campbell's fault.
You
That
gotta
wasn't my fault.
lay it all out.
That wasn't my fault. Okay, just know that those same big old dick and balls that I dropped on Nick Saban's desk, they're still sitting in my girdle right now.
All right.
Oh yeah.
They're still sitting in my girdle, Coach.
Did you guys know in the locker room that this guy was a chatty Caffrey like that?
Oh, we seen the girl.
I hadn't heard shit from him until he gets the frickin' reins and
Confidence.
keys to the
Winning,
keys to
baby.
the car and the
We're winning.
organization. Well, listen, huge game coming up. Division game, division rival. Throw out all the records. Throw them out.
Oh, throw this.
Okay, throw them out.
Get 'em
Yeah,
out.
we've won 6 in a row. I get that.
Thought we were throwing
Okay,
it out.
we are, damn it, but we can still. Who was that?
That was this one over here.
That was me, Coach.
That was Juszczyk.
Sorry. Sorry.
Kyle.
I went to Harvard, so.
Kyle.
Fuck, I'm smart.
Spell your last name for me.
Fuck
And if
it.
you can spell your
Juszczyk.
if you can spell it, you can keep talking. Otherwise,
All right.
shut the hell up.
Juszczyk. Juszczyk.
Well, you missed it.
Pretty
J.
damn close.
J-U-S-C.
They've lost 3 of the last 4. Let's
Juszczyk.
There's a lot of C's. There's a lot of Z's. There's a lot of K's. There's a lot of Y's.
Is there 2 J's in there or only
There's
one?
a J. I can get the
Just one,
first
but
3
there's a
letters.
Z. I missed the
J-U-S.
Z.
J-U-S-C-C-Z-Y.
Z.
Well, I went to fucking Harvard, so none of you guys can spell shit anyways.
You did a hell of a job, too, and you
Northern
need to do
Italian.
a hell of a job for us to win this game.
Always,
So
Coach.
throw the records out. They've lost 3 of their last 4. They're reeling a little bit. They've got some injuries here and there. Going to get a guy or 2 back for this game. But, Brock, let's go ahead and look at some of these things.
Hell yeah.
Okay? Look at this defense first. The offensive keys, environment.
Oh.
You have not. I'm telling you right now, you have not been in an environment like this. You have
Kinnick
not
Stadium,
been in a
Coach. Yes, I
hostile
have.
environment like this.
Against
They
Kirk
love to
Dogs.
recite.
This ain't Iowa,
The
Purdy.
12th man.
Very
You've seen about it.
eco-friendly.
We talked about it. You heard about it, right?
It's
These
Kirk
guys
Dogs.
came to our place in week 2, and we beat the shit out of them, 27-7. Hey, get your pens out. Get your paper out.
That's fucking hot, Coach.
Put your-
That's
okay, this is.
Larry.
I'm telling you, this is a
Coach,
recipe.
That's
This is a recipe right here.
It's that guy right up there.
The jocularity.
We're not waving at
We are
hospitals.
going to the Super Bowl.
The kids.
Yeah, how dare you?
Be able to hear. I'm just sorry, Chuck. I'm still trying to get this. Can you repeat
it's
all
Kyle.
Repeat all. Okay, here we go. We got to work the silent count.
Yep.
Equipment guys, we need the music, we need the speakers, we need it all out this week, all right? And we need it loud as hell.
What do you wanna listen to, Coach?
We know how this is, Brock. You got to work the hell out of our cadence and
Nirvana.
our silent
Too
count.
loud for Brock.
Okay, we
Pearl
can't
Jam.
beat ourselves. We can't have, false starts,
R. Kelly's new
all
track.
that kind of stuff. Okay, delays a game.
Come
we-
on.
We got to get the play in.
Coach,
Hey,
I
this
can't-
defense.
I can't handle
Look, this
this, Coach.
defense right now. They're reeling a
Come
little
on,
bit.
Pat. Dial in, Pat.
Hey, let's get dialed in.
Guy in the back of the room is a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Go, shut
You want
up.
him out of here, Coach?
Let's go, Coach. We locked
him
in.
out,
We
Coach.
locked
Look,
in, Coach. Big game
I'm
tonight.
not feeling. We should be feeling good about ourselves.
We
right
are.
now. I
Yeah,
get,
we
I
are. You
get
see
that.
how good
We
Okay.
got Christian McCaffrey. Come on, come on now.
Yeah, exactly. McCaffrey.
Did you guys go out and drink? I mean, it's a short week. We got these guys in 4 days. Did you guys
Local
go out and
laws out
drink?
here.
Did you
Local
go out
laws.
drinking? you drink all night?
Is that what you're doing?
Maybe I did, Coach. Maybe we've been doing that all season. That's why we're rolling like this.
Oh! Right. Don't fix what's not broke.
Yep. Bosa, I thought I told you, you got to be a leader, Nick. You got to be a leader on this team.
Yeah, AJ,
okay?
you're boasting because that MAGA hat
you got to show
wear.
a better example rather than jacking around in the meetings.
Yeah, get in.
Playing your Eddie Haskell bullshit.
Are you serious?
Let's go.
Is this AI, Chuck? Look at me. I'm on your shoulder now.
Yeah,
This is
about
unbelievable.
time.
Coach, you want him out of here?
Slide your ass out.
Let's get him out of
Hey,
here.
if you don't want to act right, get the fuck out.
He's going to be fine. You leave.
Sure?
You leave Nick alone. Just keep him in there.
Fine.
He just walked out.
You're Elon.
Oh, no.
That's why
I'm
you
still
ban-
here. You still got me, Chuck.
Nope,
Okay.
nope, you're out of the room.
No. Okay, let's take a look. This
take my
defense.
video.
Clint Hurts of DC. Okay, lock it in. I've never had you guys this early.
What
Okay.
hurt is the DC?
You guys got a lot of juice and a lot of energy.
Coach
right now.
Hawk won't stop moving around the room. That's why.
What's the DC's name?
Clint Hurt.
Oh,
takes
Clint
over.
Hurt.
This is first. Yes, this is first.
Tony
year.
thought it was
All right,
Clint
they've had their ups and
Hurt.
downs.
Yep.
Okay, run the ball. Why do we want to run the ball on these guys?
They are bad against the run.
It's hard to find that DC sometimes goes.
Let's talk about it. They've struggled. Okay, and they've talked about it after this last game. Speaking of the last game against Carolina, right? Mm-hmm. 223 yards they gave up. The week before that to the Rams. Can the Rams run the ball at all?
No.
I mean, we
They're
know
almost
that.
dead last,
171 yards, okay? The week before that against the Raiders, or the Las Vegas Raiders, is that them?
Yeah.
Okay, 283 yards.
Oh!
Okay, and then they had a bye in the week before that, Tampa. How good's Tampa's rush offense?
Terrible. The worst, Coach.
What'd they have on us
Nothing.
yesterday? Nothing, right?
10 yards.
So Tampa, 167
Is that good?
rushing on this. Are you kidding me? So we're going to run the frickin' ball. They're 31st in the National Football League, and nobody designs run game better than us.
Damn right.
Okay, better than us. We do it better than anybody else. All right. Use check.
What's up, Coach?
I'm going to need your input.
All right,
Okay,
what do you?
on this.
Of course.
All right,
Fucking run all over these guys.
and you're going to have to block.
That's all I do, Coach.
And they've got their stud. Okay, Al Woods. He got injured yesterday. He might be out. So Monet.
Oh,
You guys haven't seen him much. Monet, big
No,
Polynesian
I
guy.
just
I've seen his
340 pounds. 6'3", 340. He's a big ass. Shelby Harrison, the trade over from there, good player. Taylor, he can rush the pass for 5 sacks. Nwosu, this guy's a dog. Run and pass. Sets a great edge, high motor, relentless. All right, running the football. Okay, 9 sacks he leads them with. Brooks and Barton, shoot, good as they come.
Really?
All right, as good as they come.
Jordan Brooks, they got rid of Bubby
Hey,
Wagner
Brooks,
because of him.
Jordan, 141 tackles to this point.
Well, then
Barton's got 104 tackles. So they've got playmakers at all levels. This rookie, Woolen, Tariq Woolen,
He's a dog.
6 interceptions.
Dog.
He is a good player. He's long. He's fast.
Wide.
He's got length.
Wide.
He's long.
Wide. He's fast.
Well, he's
got
kind of
length.
like Richard. I guarantee you, like on the telecast on Thursday night, I guarantee they're going to be talking because doesn't Richard? He does that show, doesn't
Yes,
he?
kickoff.
He's
Yeah,
on
he
that,
does.
right?
Yes.
So he's going to be saying, "Yeah, I train this guy. I got to sell. We talk all the time. Blah blah blah.
Taryn,
Count
kill him.
on it. Count on it.
He'll be on there.
He's got length, 6'3", 6'4", 200 pounds, and he can run. Diggs, really good safety, along with
yeah, he
Neal,
is.
Kobe Bryant.
Not that Kobe Bryant.
The thing
in
with
peace.
this defense, okay, and Pete Carroll, the head coach there, he's done
Coach,
a
you
good
hate
job with
Kobe.
this, right? They love attacking the football. They talk about it. They pride themselves being a great tackling defense, okay, and taking the damn program away, taking the ball away. We have to have ball security. All right, because they're going to peanut punch. They're going to be going after that.
Are they allowed to do that?
Can you show us how to do that, Coach?
Touch, can you show us better than Peanut how to do that?
Okay, let's go to the defensive team. All right, it's got a short week, and we got to get you guys to see your position coaches. All right. All right. So we talked about run game. They can run it.
Sure.
Okay, they had great success against us in week 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't, Coach.
58 yards.
They have 38 yards.
Yeah.
We need to do the same thing. So he was injured last week, supposed to be back for this game. Walker's a good player. He's an angry runner, rookie. Michigan State, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, go green, coach.
He runs angry. All right, Homer. Okay, this guy's been getting some reps with this guy hurt and the other kid, Rashad Penny. Is Penny the one got injured, put him on IR, right? He's done for the year, right?
Yeah.
Good player. This guy's come in and done some things. And if you remember back, we'll talk about that in a minute.
All right.
But we got to start. They're going to try to establish this. Okay, and it's a zone scheme. They run some gap schemes, but they love the zone. They love the boot. Okay, the boots. Gino's what hand? Right or left?
Right.
He's a right hand. So which way do you think they like to boot him?
To the right, coach.
Huh?
To the right, coach.
To his right, our left, right?
Yeah.
So when they try to sprint or boot to the other way, what happens?
Interception.
Throws picks.
Last week he did what?
Threw a pick.
Threw a pick.
Couple of
That kid, J.C. Horn, I think it's J.C. Horn, right?
Yeah. Good player.
Covered the flat, because every time on
Flip the
sprint
hips.
pass, they get a flat and a 7 route, right? Now, the one thing they may do, one thing they may do is off of that, off of that comes what? You still get the flat. What's the 7 do?
7 pump.
7 pump. Write it down.
7.
You ever been pumped?
Is that a dolphin route?
Yes.
You guys been pumped?
We've been pumping.
You don't want to get pumped.
No, we've been pumping.
No, yeah.
Some people do.
I know, but
You're right.
You're
That's
exactly
a good
right,
call.
Nick. Way to stay in there. Stay
Thank you,
alive.
Coach.
Yeah, Bosa
Nice
has
job,
some-
Nick.
Gino having a hell of a year. All right, Shane Waldron, this offensive coordinator.
Genius.
For the genius. Probably going to get assistant coach
Yeah, mask guy.
of the year in
knows
the
his stuff.
National Football League. Top assistant. Probably going to get that.
He was Juice's.
Hey, if we allow him to have a game, but we got to shut their ass down.
Juice's high school
He's done a
coach.
really good
Yeah,
job.
Coach, he-
Gino, hey, listen up.
Hey!
How many yards? Okay, wise ass Kyle. How many yards he thrown for so far?
Fucking not enough to beat us.
3,400.
Exactly, coach.
25 tuds.
Not enough for us.
8 interceptions. And the greatest thing is
Good
the
numbers.
scheme, the schematics, okay, that Waldron's 71, almost 72% completion rate. And guess what? Limit the explode. They're downfield throws.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, these aren't all dinks and dunks and wide receiver screens and checkdowns, things like that. They have that, but they're throwing the ball down the field. We got to limit these explosives because they're going to take their shots. A lot of clear out routes, a lot of over routes, double moves, like we said, the pump off the sprint or the move pass. 3 dudes back here, right? We got to pressure 7. Got to pressure 7. Inside the pocket, he's been throwing well. Outside the pocket, he's still dangerous. So, but we're going to hunt his ass. 10 years in the league, all right, he's a veteran guy, but we got to go hunt him. And then we got to make sure 16, 11, and 14 don't wreck the game.
Hell yeah.
Because that's how I feel. All right, they're not going to be able to run. Are they going to be able to run it on our defense?
No.
We got the number 1 rush defense in the league.
Dogs.
The number 1 points allowed defense in the league.
I like that.
Total number 1. We can't allow these sumbitches to get going. Okay? And a lack of communication, a lack of discipline, poor tackling, all those kind of things. Give them a big play, get that crowd going. We don't need that.
No way.
We don't need that shit.
Maybe you stop fucking around over there.
DK,
Yeah.
hey, DK, Marquise Goodwin. Now he's having a hell of a year.
Yeah.
15, almost 16 yards per catch. So he's a big play dude.
Hook 'em.
All right, so let's do a great job there.
Is he?
It's a good offense.
No
I
offense,
hope
a
no.
It's
ball
good
player,
offense
too.
right now. They're ranked, I think, 9th. All right, 9th in total. They do a good job.
He's in the Olympics, too.
Special teams. These guys got a really good core special teams. Very, very simple. Okay, they don't ask these guys, but they play fast. They play physical, they run, and they hit. Okay, and they execute. We've had our issues with these guys. In week 2, how'd they get, the score was what, 27-7?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
How'd they get their touchdown?
Blocked
a field goal.
Oh, yeah.
Blocked a field goal and ran it back on us for 6.
We won't have that. Nice job, Robbie.
Dixon, really good. Okay? This guy leads the league right now in field goal percentage. Is Jason, is it?
Yep.
Jason Myers?
Yep.
Really, really good.
Michael.
Or no? Young guy?
Igabukwe?
Yeah.
Myers?
Okay, now look.
He's special.
Listen up. 38 special. I don't know if he's going to be up. He was up last week because of injuries. D. Dallas was injured. He didn't play. All right, so this guy, Igabukwe, 50-yarder and a 35-yarder.
Damn.
Okay, last week.
Oh,
he averaged 34.7.
He's going to be up, Coach.
Okay?
He is special.
If I'm them, I'm finding a way to get this guy up.
Yeah.
38 special, give me field position against our defense.
Why not?
Got to have it. And if he's not up, then I think Lockett will probably be back there to return return punts. Who's really good. Fair catch the kickoffs. But we got to outrun and we got to out physical. We got to out hit these guys. I talked about Homer real quick.
Simpson.
Travi?
Earlier, right? I said I was going to come back to him.
Mm-hmm.
What happened last year? We go out, we get a stop.
What?
They're on their own 27-yard line.
Hell yeah.
It's 4th and 7. They're lined up. They're lined up to punt.
Fake.
And they faked it. They direct snap to Homer. 73-yard touchdown.
Oh yeah.
We lost up there by one touchdown last year.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't have Brock then, though.
Bullshit. And they had Russ, and he sucked.
Yeah.
Let him cook and leave him alone.
Week 15.
He's not cooking our kitchen
Kyle,
anymore.
just lock in. I've never seen a guy from Harvard so fucking sarcastic.
Sorry, that's what we do up there. You wouldn't know.
Let's take a look, all right? Irvin, all right? Bruce, really good player. Ed setter and a pass rusher.
Mountaineer.
We got to take care of these guys. Wilsu's 10, Irvin 51. Taylor, remember I talked about Taylor too, 52. He's not in this clip. But we got to do a great job. Do a great job in coverage. They do a nice job here. They got everything bottled up, nowhere to go. Sam's got to step up in the pocket. He's got to hold on to this ball. Good counter at the top. You see what he does? He's going to try to beat you with speed, and then he's going to counter at the top of the pocket. Push this guy by. Boop. That can't happen to Trent, our left.
Oh, it
That
won't.
won't
Trent,
happen.
no way.
Coach, that's never happened to
McGlinchey,
Trent.
McGlinchey.
Yeah.
You got the right side taken
Yeah,
care of, right?
I know.
Trent's got the left. You take care of the right.
Yeah.
Did you go to Notre Dame?
Yeah, you know where
Mike?
I was drafted, Coach?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where's that?
Let's watch
Fucking
this.
top 10.
Watch this. Watch this.
I'm
Watch him
watching.
get walked back by Nuuso. Mike, that can't happen to you.
Okay, that's not me, Coach.
I know it isn't.
It could
I'm
be.
just
That's what we're
telling you
saying.
It could be.
It won't be.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
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 All right. I want to see.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Just drop him in the lap.
Yeah.
Let's go on. That's a
Yikes,
great job
icky.
right there.
He had a little bit of You looked real cool.
Really cool. I was about
Holy
to say.
You look
shit.
really cool.
Let's move on to the next play.
Holy fuck! How
Stay
cool
with
you
me.
look.
Stay with
Coach,
me.
it's
We're
gonna be
almost
Coach,
hard.
look how cool he looks.
Look at,
Coach, look how cool he looks.
come on, look,
Coach,
Coach.
look how cool.
Coach, look how cool he looks.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Or one of these.
God damn.
Just tip the
Oh,
That right there is
It's
where
you?
Yeah.
big ass head.
being a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
of
a
a
brain. It's a
distraction
big brain.
right now, Tyler.
I'm sorry, Coach.
you know how long that had last year?
Jimmy Ward.
I mean,
Best
Jimmy.
defense. We ain't worried about fucking Gino.
Is
and these guys.
Chardavius? Is it Chardavius?
Yeah,
Char?
yeah, Ward.
Charvarius?
We just
See
call him
what?
C-Dub.
You don't know his name.
Are you guys related? Both have Ward? I never
Nah,
asked
we're
that.
just both dogs.
Dogs?
You know,
So I guess
we
somewhere.
lock you up.
Somewhere probably.
Yeah,
right?
nah.
Dogs. Yeah. I mean,
Crazy motherfuckers too.
we're all related in here. Bunch of dogs in here.
Right, roo, roo, roo.
That's what you wanted.
Even you, Coach.
This is what we wanted.
Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Okay, what I say about the ball? What do we have to do?
Get it? Ball's program.
Watch Kobe Bryant
Give
here.
me that.
What a great job
Wow.
punching this thing out. I'm telling you, we're going to make
All right,
some
Rook.
big plays. We can't afford, okay, to turn the ball over and give them extra possession, especially with short fields. You give this ball at the 50 right here, that's points for them. And I know we got a great defense and all, but can't have it, all right? They do as good a job as anybody in the National Football League for as long as Coach Carroll's been there.
Damn, golf
is
is
taking the ball away.
Coach, the
You
Lions
see
don't
that?
suck too, right?
He was on that tape that was put out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he was on that.
Yes,
punch
he
tape.
was on that tape. Kobe was.
He's got a few.
We got a punch.
You watch this left hand right here come in here. This guy thinks, oh, I'm good, right?
Oh.
Nope.
Gotcha.
Clinic.
Let me get that.
Put it on a clinic tape.
They'll probably call that.
Damn,
a
So let's take care of the
this
ball.
day,
His
though.
head on
Bounced his head off the ground, too.
Right, it's not a flag, Coach.
Concussion.
It's not good. That's the one to get you, they say.
Spotter. That's up to the spotters.
Oh, they've been
Okay,
doing
yeah,
great.
they've been
They've been doing great,
Spotters.
Coach.
Pooping all
They
over
got
the
it.
place.
They got it.
Everybody's got hard jobs in this league. You know that.
Not them. I think their job's the easiest, Coach.
Let's go. What do we say?
They have no other.
What do we say? What do we say about these game records?
Fast.
We got a 0-by-3 set right here. Okay, tight end on this side, 3 receivers, all the speed on this side. They put all this speed together for a reason. Let's watch it. Again, Gino's doing a great job running this offense. Shane Waldron, assistant coach of the year.
Dog.
Okay, so coverage-wise, I'm telling you, you see what they did there? Hey, Jimmy, you'll remember this. We're
Yep.
playing quarters down here. Anytime you get speed at 3, we do the same thing. We make a book call, we lock the corner here, and then we play 3-over-2 on these two.
Yep.
This guy goes vertical. He's responsible for that guy. That guy's outside leverage is a nickel. You've played this. You know this. And then they bang the double post.
Pretty much
It's
Dino.
a clinic double
Dino, right?
post quarters beater.
Yep.
Just a different way to do it out of a 3-by-1.
Gino's throwing the ball this year.
Gino's throwing it, man. Is he slinging it?
Yeah, he is.
I'm telling you, can't sleep on this dude.
Ever.
None of these guys.
He doesn't have a pen pal.
Here's the two rooks.
does not.
Here's the two rookies talked about right at the two tackles. Cross. Cross is first-round draft pick out of Mississippi State, I believe. And then you got Lucas over here. They're big, they're long, they're athletic, they're smart, they're competitive. They've done a decent job, but they haven't played us in a long time, so we're going to get after their ass.
A little different.
Just get a 2 tonight, Nick.
Need you here,
Lockett.
Bosa.
Get some, Nick.
Lockett, you have to be in this guy's hip pocket. I don't care where the ball is. I don't care if he's 2 inches from the sideline. He's an inch from the back line. This guy does as good a job as anybody of focusing, concentrating, seeing the X, looking the ball in, and getting his feet down.
Good player.
He could be on toe drag swag every day.
With Nate B on CBS this morning.
Look at that throw. Look at that throw. Guys are players.
Tell me, Coach.
Guys are players now.
That's on a rope.
Yeah, it is.
Swing, 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 swing.
That's pretty.
Gino.
That is pretty.
Go toes down.
Catch with your hand.
Shit, Tyler.
What a catch. Better lock him up, Ward.
Remember I told you about Igwabuke?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell of a
Best.
Brought
player.
him up from the practice squad last week. Tried to kill the Panthers with them.
Almost
Watch this guy. This guy's got no fear. This guy was a safety in college, if you can believe it.
Ooh.
Oh.
And he ain't running out of
Okay,
bounds.
How about a
kicker?
kicker? Yeah.
Okay, kicker.
He ain't
Oh,
running
no.
out of bounds.
Shuffle off the field. Roll him off
It's a great scheme. Hey, specialists, special teamers. This is a great scheme. They're going to double number 3. They're going to kick number 1 and number 2 out. They're going to seal the backside. He's going to run it right up the chute.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Good work, Eddie.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Can you kick the ball down the middle of the field, man?
Yeah, you can't do it.
No.
Can't do it.
What are their numbers? You know who's safety?
Jesus Christ.
Who's safety here?
Robbie, you can't just kick it right down the middle of the wall. Hey, double 3, kick out, seal the backside.
What is this here?
It's simple.
Is that what it is?
What we're going to do is we're going to move one of these guys to safety in here, get him to double 3, make a hot call.
Gotcha.
All right, and they're going to double a guy who's actually a safety and throw him out of there.
So
We're gonna
you're
get a
saying we
free
do one
runner
of
on there.
these?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Okay.
They're going to know.
Where's
it's
Robbie?
They're gonna know.
Where's
I've been a
Gould
safety
Robbie
all
at?
year.
Huh?
No, it's me.
Yeah, they are looking for numbers as opposed to just placement, but I get what we're doing.
We could try.
Hell yeah.
Well, we'll put a bib on him, different number.
I have to put a bib on Pinheiro.
That is what they did, though.
What it is, they did. They dropped 98.
You know, he wasn't supposed to drop, I don't think, though. He's supposed to eat that.
He's one of their dudes.
Yeah, he's supposed
for
to eat that.
Carolina.
Inside shoulder. Boom.
He was tired.
Feed that. 34 is the safety, I think.
Hey, and what we can't do?
What's that?
Just sit here and take the path of least resistance.
Seriously.
The guy turns his shoulders, right? He runs back, he pedals, he gathers, and he turns his shoulders like this. Where do you think the return's going, Kyle?
Right off his
Over
ass.
there?
Yeah.
Just going to let you run and murder the
That
returner?
don't make sense, Coach.
No. So why would we take the path of least resistance and just run this way and run this way and let the son of a bitch fucking crease us?
Coach, we're not just going to have our we're not going to do that.
No.
We're not just going to have.
Carolina's dumb, Coach.
Yeah, we're not just going to have our one just sitting out there clearly number 1. You know what I mean? We're not just going to make it as easy as fuck for them, right? We're not going to do that, are we?
Coach?
We're not going to do that,
No.
Coach, are we?
No.
Buffoons.
We wouldn't do that,
This is
Coach.
lazy, Coach.
Let's
It does
let's
feel-
not kick the ball to the 4-yard line right down the middle of the field.
True, that's certainly
You
something.
want to shrink these rectangles. 53 and a third. You want to cover 53 and a
charge.
third, or you want to cover 12 to 14 yard
Pinheiro
rectangle?
took a fucking
Yeah,
shot there.
Pinheiro
He
lost
put his
breath,
body
Coach.
on the line.
Yeah.
Lost his breath.
He paid for it because he's on the sideline.
That's what should happen. That's what should happen. You kick a ball like that.
That is real.
Yeah,
God
unless
damn
you're
right.
playing for the Raiders
I
because
feel
they're
like
trying
you're-
to do that.
I feel like this is a right call, right, by the kickoff team? Yeah.
We were going to do the T thing, but you guys saw the memo, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to do that.
Middle gentleman.
So we got to throw that one
cheating.
out.
Hey, every kickoff can be that, though.
Where's Coach Izzo? Larry Izzo. Izzo, we can't do that.
Oh, Izzo.
Shut up,
man.
Bosa.
Is it
Hey,
from
look.
Illinois?
Hey, look.
That's who's the. Or,
Look, I appreciate you guys.
Gotcha.
Patriots
Appreciate
Izzo?
your attention.
Larry
It's a
Izzo.
short week.
Larry?
Hey, this week's about
Tom
recovery.
Izzo.
Hey,
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
we know this team. They know us. This is going to be who recovers the fucking most
Yeah.
and the quickest.
Yep.
Okay? We go up and win, we clinch the division.
Hell yeah.
They're 7-6, and they're fighting for a playoff berth. It's going to be a frickin' dogfight.
Hell yeah.
And the 12th man, Brock, You got to, I mean,
I'm ready.
you got to get dialed
need you,
in.
Brock.
Yeah,
And
come on,
quick,
Brock.
hey,
Get that girl.
We
don't
need
eat all
you,
that
Brock.
shit.
Come on, Brock.
Coil my dick around
Okay.
my leg for the game.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Need
All right,
that.
All right, I appreciate you guys.
Hey,
Get up.
Coach. Thanks.
Get your meeting. See your coaches.
Hey, thank you, Coach Shanahan.
Thanks, Brock.
All right.
I don't know if it's a good idea to do
Okay.
this in the 1 o'clock hour.
No. Your next one's going to be even better. Just wait. It's going to be even better. Coach, we appreciate the hell out of you there. All right, let's take 5 minutes. On the other side, we got Von Miller. We also have AJ Hawk's thoughts on everything happening this evening and get his picks. And then we'll have Coach P's keys for the Seattle Seahawks and then projections. We have a great show coming still.
Let's go.
Can't thank Coach P enough. That was awesome being in 49ers locker room and team meeting room. AJ, thanks for participating, being part of the team. You're a real asshole at the beginning, sitting in the back, cracking jokes. Wise ass.
Bullshit.
No. You know I was dialed in. I'm the only one that took notes, and we all know that. So
Oh,
can't
yeah.
wait for
then
Vaughn.
how come I know
Look at-
that
we
Geno
have-
Smith has
boom.
25 touchdowns and 8 interceptions?
Boom.
Yeah.
Those are typed.
You see
Those are
that?
already typed on there.
Boom.
Show your notes. Show your work, dude.
Yeah, let's see your notes. You're just drawing dogs
Yes,
over
let's see
there.
your
We know
yeah,
you're
just
drawing.
one old dick.
Yeah.
You got a problem, bro. Okay? And your problem is you don't take anything serious.
Yeah.
You're trying to get better, win a
Fools
game
and
tonight. You look so cool with that cowboy hat.
Oh.
His cowboy hat and Von Miller, actual cowboy, will be on the other side, plus more. This is Thursday, Night Football Thursday, December 15, 2022. Take 5!
You ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Every morning you gotta wake up, man, feeling blessed. Another opportunity. Do it for your brother. Do it for man went back in that jersey, man. Go out there and make prayer.
Mom's birthday is 2 days. It's like an early birthday present for her. We're gonna shine.
We're gonna party when we win, okay? Church work. Make them feel like they can't get out. It's up to us. Remember what we do and why we do it. And stick together. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go!
3rd and goal from the 1. Bears lead 22-21, 2.5 minutes to go.
There was that. Cousins on the spring. Touchdown! We just got in because of you, bud. You got us in, bud.
Fires across the middle. Andrews has it at the 5. Turns and he's in for a touchdown.
You were too wide open. I ain't had to shoot and run and do right now. Yoga, how do you come in so low and still keep your balance? I don't know. That's impressive. I just try not to think about it.
Von Miller has another sack, his 4th as a Buffalo Bill.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's stop here. It gotta be us. It gotta be us.
3rd down and 2. Geno scrambles out of the pocket. And Cam Newton is going to sling him down.
Yes! Yes, sir!
Snap back. Here comes the blindside rush. Jalen Ramsey decks Cooper Rush.
I got it! I got it, big boy! You see I finally got me a sack?
Yes.
That was the first one of my career, huh? That was a good one, huh? Yeah, fumbled too. He fumbled? Hell yeah. It's because you did that podcast this week. You know, we should do it. We should do it every week. Nah, congrats, my boy.
You sent me a pay stub. You got a deal.
I'm trying to hit rare. Rare is my new. You can be, hey, you can be good. You can be great. You can be legendary. But somewhere in there, you can be rare, elite, legendary. Rare encompasses all of it.
Yeah, let's pray first. You're absolutely right. Yeah, we got to wait on our head ball coach. He's right behind you.
How you doing?
We came on the road, and we're leaving here with the mission accomplished. All right? Mission's accomplished.
You fight your asses off, okay? Find a way, and it's got to be so much better, okay? Starting with us, okay, and then all the way down to each and every player.
I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of the fight. I'm so proud of the effort. I'm so proud of the fact that you stuck together.
Hey, great team win. I love you. Okay?
Dude, I love this team, man.
Cowboys on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cowboys!
Tommy, you want to start 2nd and 14, 2nd and 15?
Hell no.
No.
He's not here, Coach.
No, he is.
Oh.
I am here today.
Oh.
Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate you. We need
45 years old.
Good to see you, Tom. I haven't seen you in a while.
How's everything going, Tom?
Tommy.
Tom, how you been?
Tom, you okay
Tommy,
at home?
I
What's going
understand. I
on?
respect.
Where you playing?
I respect everything
Tom, we
that's
don't know
going
what
on.
Ready to go war with you, Tom.
I respect everything that's going on.
We ship out at 0800.
Sorry about AB, Tom.
Family matters to me. Listen up. Care about you guys and care about your families and your situation at home. So quit bringing that bullshit in here.
Tom, you can talk to me about it. It's okay.
Coach, you guys fucking
Leave it
go
at
through
home,
a
Tom.
lot.
Leave it at home.
These kids hate him, Coach.
I have
Building.
a building. Thanks.
What hotel you
I'm living
staying
in a
at?
fucking hotel.
That's on you, Coach.
Hotel California?
We're paying for your room, and maybe that football karma will switch up on you. Okay, let's go.
Todd came with the
Check
heat
it out.
today.
He's going to release outside. You got to cover me. You don't block me. You cover me.
Let's go.
Okay? Jesus Christ.
Come on.
Did you play some defense?
Are you
You're
trying
an
to
athlete.
You're
You're
the
one of the
corner of the
best
safety,
athletes in
dude.
the
You're one of the
country.
two.
And then
Move your feet.
You got, man. It's the highest level.
I'd call somebody else up here, but it's too much. Okay, so the bunch is here, right? That guy outside release. You got me man to man. Back up. Picture the
Hit him in the balls.
Picture the nickel back here. This guy, we outside release our point man. Three's going to the flat.
Yeah.
Start coming to the flat.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to be looking like he's running around. Okay?
Short week.
You got to help me. You got to help
Short
me.
week.
Dead body on him.
Oh, no. Come on.
I'll be the running back. Running backs, Leonard, you guys, we got 3 points of pressure. You know what they are?
Hell yeah.
Fingertip right over the tip of the ball.
Nip.
2 fingers, all right? Inside the forearm and the rib cage. So when they come to try to peanut punch this thing out, and he does a great job of it, because what he's going to do, he's going to run down the trouble,
Right.
eat up the grass, come to balance,
Right.
come to balance, start to secure the tackle, and then punch the ball out. Okay? But if we've got the 3 points of pressure on there, forearm, rib cage, tip of the ball, it's not going to happen. You follow me? But he does a great job. If we're coming loose, or we're running down the field, hey, hold up now. Come on now. When that ball's coming here, they're going to come over, fake like they're going to act like they got to secure the tackle here, and then punch it
Who's got it?
AJ, it's over. Love the enthusiasm, guys.
Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show on Amazon Prime Thursday Night Football, Thursday, December 15th.
Nailed it.
Well
Today's
said.
show, thanks guys.
No problem. Crushing it.
Today's show is presented by FanDuel.
Hell yeah.
Remember to opt in for the Thursday Night Football No Sweat Same Game Parlay. You place a 3+ leg plus 400 or higher same game parlay, and you get your money back in free bets if you lose. Let's make sure you opt in, first of all, because you'll see it, and if you don't opt in, you won't get any money back, and the money varies from player to player. Okay?
Hell yeah.
So Pat will get more money than us because he bets more money than us.
Yeah.
His unit is higher than ours.
Yeah, it needs those units need to start hitting too.
Yeah, well, it starts tonight. You want to know why?
Boots on the ground.
Which is the McCaffrey and Kittle to each score 1 touchdown, and Christian McCaffrey to have 80 total rushing and receiving yards. That's boosted from plus 570 to plus 750.
Hell yeah.
There's these new great read there. Hey, great read. I found these new CBD sticks for sale here in town at one of the smoke shops.
That's
and
cool. Great deal.
They don't go out as easy as
Those the sugar sticks?
It's a sugar stick right there.
They also
Good for inflammation.
When you light them too.
Inflammation also should put me into a nice relaxed state for the flight that I'm about to hop on. You know what I mean? Which is very nice, these CBD sticks. I can't thank them enough for that. AJ's here. The Talks the Table's here. The boys are here. And we're being joined by a man that we've got to chat with all season long, who, although he did suffer a major knee injury just about a week and a half ago, had surgery, he's on the trail back to joining his teammates in Buffalo. He is currently job shadowing the general manager of the Buffalo Bills, and Brandon Beane. Ladies and gentlemen, future Hall of Famer, 2-time Super Bowl champion, host of the Vaughncast, Von Miller. How are you?
Howdy, guys. How's it going?
Hey, great. How are you? You're back up in Buffalo. I didn't know if you were going to be in Dallas for a while. When did you make the trip back to Western New York?
I came back Tuesday night. They had a couple of guys were in town from. I was supposed to come back on Thursday, but a couple of guys were in town for union meetings for the NFL. They had like a meeting in the NFL. A couple of Buffalo Bills staffers was in, and I just flew back with those guys Tuesday night.
Hey, league meetings are happening here. I was wondering,
Yeah.
you guys got a bird going? You guys got a bird going right back to Buffalo? Yeah.
Yeah, I just hopped on it with them, man. I had to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's a smart play by you, Vaughn. Like, oh, okay, I'd rather you guys spend 40 grand on a plane than me spend 40 grand on a plane. And I'm sure everybody's happy to have you back in the building. Have you started job shadowing Brandon Bean, or what has the day-to-day been like thus far?
No, I haven't yet. Yesterday was Wednesday, and it was crazy because that Wednesday felt like all of my Wednesdays throughout the season because I don't practice on Wednesdays anyway. I do like rehab and I work, with Nate and the guys in the rehab room. So it felt like a normal Wednesday for me. I got to see the guys and, go into film and watch film with the guys. So it felt like a normal Wednesday for me. And that'll probably be like, the rest of my days here this season. Whenever I get some opportunity to go up there and talk to Bean and, really get in with those guys, man, I'm going to do that as well.
Smart. It's a smart play. Can't wait to watch it unfold. Go ahead, AJ.
How is I know you're very early on in your rehab coming off of surgery. What's it like now? Like you kind of know the process and what you need to do, I guess, with this ACL recovery. Like, has that helped you a lot, I guess, early on here?
We just saw a picture of him fucking walking, didn't we?
Yeah.
You and me both saw that, right,
Yeah.
AJ? This dude's walking already?
That's why I asked.
Little hurdles.
Yeah, we saw it. You saw it.
Yeah. One leg.
Is that real? That was fake? That was like one of those Steph Curry
No,
videos?
that was real. That was real, and it caught me off guard too. So when I got surgery with Dr. Cooper, I had the brace on and I was laying in the hospital bed. And I was like, hey, because I'm familiar with the ACL recovery process. I was like, hey, so I'm gonna be in this brace and crutches for 8 weeks. And he said, no, man, we're gonna have you out of the crutches in 4 days, and we have you out of the brace in 2 days. And I thought he had misspoke. And he was like, yeah, we're going to have you, by the time you go back to Buffalo, you'll be walking in. I want you to walk in when you go back to the facility. I want you to walk in normal gait and everything. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get there, but, the very next day we started walking. I didn't really lose any quad mass or anything like that. And those are the muscles that really control the knee. So I didn't lose any of my quad. He had used the same ports that he had used for my first ACL. So wasn't a lot of, grinding on my knee or like, I didn't have to heal or anything from that. So, started walking 3-4 days after surgery, and I came in, and all the guys were like, man, what's going on? When did you get surgery? You got surgery a month ago? I was like, no, I just got surgery a week ago. So it was cool to, it was cool to walk in to the facility for the first time and show my teammates, man, that I'm for real and I'm ready to work.
Yeah, and Dr. Cooper wanted you to show the medical staff there too. Like, yeah, just did an ACL last week. He's walking in there. I want you to walk in there. Is that incredibly? You said you thought he misspoke, and hearing you say this, it sounds like bullshit. Like, this is not how this normally goes. Just so people know, like, I had a meniscus thing where they told me to lay down basically for 3-4 days. That's a meniscus. An ACL, walking 4 or 5 days, the next day, that had to hurt. So was it just incredibly painful, or how was it the first couple of days?
No, it actually wasn't. Which shocked me. It didn't hurt at all. And, Matt and the guys, down with Dr. Cooper's office, we did a really good job rehabbing and really just making sure my quads didn't turn off. And, it was good. It's you got to learn. It's a learning process, of course, after surgery. But, we hit it hard, and, by that Saturday, I had surgery on Tuesday. And by that Saturday, man, I was feeling comfortable walking around the house without crutches in a brace. And, by the time I went back on Tuesday, I was comfortable going up and down the stairs of the plane and walking to the airport, walking around the facility. So it's good.
Congrats to you for being an awesome human, obviously constructed in a way that a lot of people aren't. And then congrats to Dr. Cooper, the guy with the fucking cowboy hat, seemingly having it figured out.
Yeah. Dog.
He is a dog. Look at this guy. I heard on Sunday you rented out an entire sports bar, stayed for the entire afternoon slate of games and Sunday Night Football as well. Matthew Beauvais is reporting that Von Miller rented out a sports bar in Dallas to watch a Bills game. He was there from noon to 10:30, took a little nap afterwards in a recliner at the bar. This is, so Tuesday to Sunday, that'd be 5 days after ACL surgery, couple days after already walking from a ACL surgery, renting out an entire sports bar. This place is mine now. Did you do rehab in that sports bar that you rented out? And what was the setup like?
So, sports bar, as you can imagine, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people there. So, I was talking to my assistant Marnie, and I was like, hey, if we can find a place here in Dallas that I can rent out, and I could just bring, my boys and, my family members. That way, I'm not randomly walking into anybody, and I can really just watch my steps. She worked on it, and she found a place called Touchdowns in DeSoto, and they had like recliner chairs in there and stuff. And she rented out for the whole weekend. And I told her to tell the owner that we was gonna be there. I wanted to watch all the games, the Bills game, the afternoon game, and the Sunday night game. And he said it was all good. So I brought in my game ready, and I brought in my Normatec, and I just rotated throughout the day. I did an hour on the boots, then I would do 30 minutes on the game ready. Then I would take like a 30-minute nap, and then I rotated all the way to 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night.
Man, that sounds like the dream setup. You did it right. I'm happy you did that. I'm not going to ask you how much it cost, but congrats to the owner of that place for also having a full day, max day guaranteed. Not that he wouldn't regardless, but Touchdowns seems to be a great spot. Can't wait to stop by there for them doing that for you. And before the boys have a question for you, I have one more for you. When you're talking to Micah on the Voncast, and he drops that Jalen Hurts line, and you go, the team, like you were like kind of taken back by it. While you're having that dialogue, what are your immediate thoughts? And did you know that the entire world was going to react to it in the moment?
No, I didn't. And I try to keep, especially I'm, starting the Voncast. I'm an athlete and I'm doing a podcast. I don't like, the hot takes. I never try to steer like my guest in that direction. I feel like if our segment goes viral, it should just go viral just because it's me and you talking. So I do a really good job of like talking to the guys before, we get on camera, and I tell them exactly what we're talking about on these cars, exactly what I'm talking to you about, before the show. I'm not going to get off. These are the questions that I'm going to ask. I might expand on some of these questions, but I'm not going to come out of left field with a question and not give you time to think about it. So we can kind of, stay away from the hot takes.
Smart.
And, I did that with Micah. And I like for people to do that with me whenever I go on that show, because I don't like to be blindsided. So I did that with Micah twice. We get on the show, we start talking, and we're staying right on cue with all the talking points that we had. And then all of a sudden, Micah asked me a question, and Micah was like, "So is it Jalen Hurts or the team?" I'm like, "Whoa." I'm like, man,
you just put me in a hot take spot on my show. This is supposed to be a non-hot take spot. You just put me in a position here all of a sudden.
Yeah, he just put it on me, and I was like, I was kind of taken back, and I was trying to think about, the next, to try to to try to, keep it down. I tried to come up, and he just kept going with it. I was like, man, Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. He's in the running for MVP, and I'm whenever I'm talking about guys, I would rather love up on guys instead of create even if it's not true, I would rather just still try to stay on this side of it.
Hey, it's hard to make it to the NFL, Vaughn. It's hard to make people forget how hard it is to make it to the NFL, and then people get on TV and they bury somebody. And once a former player, I think the current players, and I try to remind myself of this while I was playing for whenever I inevitably did this. The current players are like, motherfucker, hey, 100%. We got a lot of shit going on, man. There's a lot of stuff that we have to deal with on a day-to-day. So I think you're in the right vein there, and I appreciate it. I think everybody else does as well. But I guess there's sometimes where the person you're talking to, they're like, "Hey, I'm fucking cool with it. Hey, I'm cool with it."
Micah is just so different. He's so different. And if you take his Twitter account and the things that he says, he's gonna speak his mind. He's gonna speak his truth, and he's a great player. He's not worried about bulletin board material, getting these guys going or not. He's gonna go out there and play his game, and they play him next week. So it'll be a great game to watch. Cowboys, Eagles. At Cowboy Stadium, Christmas Eve, it's fuel on the fire, man. It's a lot running on that game. It'll be a good game to watch come Christmas Eve next week.
I like him being himself. However, I like the confidence that he already has in himself because of how fucking good he is at football. What do you think about him as a football player? You guys have a good relationship? Are you guys doing the pass rush U stuff together? I assume you are. He's a freak. Hey, you and him, when you're talking about physical specimens, just being able to, you guys are almost in the same world with that. You probably can only have conversations with each other that not a lot of other people can have. Have you experienced that with him?
Yeah, it was really, really cool, man. And, I enjoy talking to Micah. I don't like comparisons or anything like that, but when he talks about pass rush and he explains what he's looking at, I think about the same stuff. I see myself, I see my mindset in him, and he sees his mindset in me, and it's just so cool to be, 10 years apart, and you see a guy that's so talented and so young, man. And his agent Dave Mugaleta, I'm super cool with Dave. I've been knowing Dave Mugaleta my whole career, my whole 12 years. I knew him even before I came in the league, 13 years. So, he always talked about Micah and how cool he was, man. And when we had our conversations, man, it just hit right away, man. I love Micah Parsons, man. I'm a huge fan of Micah Parsons. His game on and off the football field, man. I'm a fan of his mindset, man. Micah he's the truth, man. And when, like I said on my show, when it comes time to pay Micah Parsons, he's gonna have to get his own team, man. It's gonna be the Arlington Micah Parsons for sure, man. He's an incredible talent, man, and I enjoy watching him week by week.
Game changer quick in the NFL whenever he arrived. Game changer quick immediately upon getting there. Tone has a follow-up there.
I do, because Mike is the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year, followed by Bosa and Judon, who are leading the league in sacks. I believe it was 16.5, and I think Micah has 12. Do you think it's important for an edge rusher to win Defensive Player of the Year to lead the league in sacks, or does that not matter? Is it the whole game?
I'm
Is it Micah or the team, too? Also, is it Micah or the team, too?
I mean, if you look at we could talk about that for a second. If you look at the Dallas Cowboys defense before Micah got there, they were competitive. They had DeMarcus Lawrence, and they were competitive before he got there. But a little drop of Micah Parsons, and it just takes off. Like in their top five defense with one player. So, I think it's a little bit of both with the Cowboys as well, with the Cowboys defense. But Micah Parsons is just out of this world, man. And I'm a firm believer in winning the sack title and Defensive Player of the Year. They just go hand in hand. They just go hand in hand. If you can lead the league in sacks, they go hand in hand. Obviously that's not the case, each and every year. If you got a guy that's causing forced fumbles and, he's scoring touchdowns, I think a couple of touchdowns can, take a little bit of sacks off the top of it, man. You scoring touchdowns, you're getting sacked, forced fumbles. Man, you making big plays, run plays, and Micah's doing all of this stuff, man. He's my favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year for sure.
A lot of great defensive players this year. Yeah. 5-year low in points being scored, Vaughn. As of like a month ago, we saw that research. It's sad. It makes sense. Darius has a question for you, Vaughn.
Yeah, first of all, howdy. First of all,
howdy, pal.
And then I'm going to ask you what your GM hat on. You obviously had Mike on the Vaughn cast. We were just talking about Bosa, Judon. What are you going to look for as a GM, for pass rushers coming out college, like as far as traits coming out?
The good thing about pass rushers, they come in all shapes, sizes, speed-wise. But what I'm looking for is a guy that has sacks in college. That's a great indicator of a guy getting sacks in the league. If you're a sack daddy in college, you will usually be a sack daddy in the league. And, of course you could – some guys have different levels of competition, but if you're looking at guys in these big conferences in college and they're getting sacks, they're going to get sacks in the NFL. And, you don't always have to go with the top pick. You want guys that's explosive off the ball. You want guys that's bendy. You want guys that can go speed to power. Then you need to put a great coach around these guys too. You need a great teacher, especially early on for some of these pass rushers. So it's not all about picking a great guy. You want to pick great coaches. You want to have a great strength and conditioning coach, athletic training staff, all of these things to really get the most out of your player.
Ty, your question for Vaughn.
Vaughn, how much
Sack daddy.
Yeah, sack daddy is a great term. How much are you not looking forward to just being on the sideline when it's cold as shit and windy this weekend? I mean, much different, obviously, than being in Dallas. And also, when the conditions are really shitty like that, obviously you played in Denver for a long time, so you're no stranger to inclement weather, but how much does that change, like, how you have a rush when, like, a guy like you, your game is really predicated on being explosive and being so fast?
It was weird. In Denver, it gets cold, but it's not windy, rainy, like a little bit of snow and rainy. And it's not like that in Denver. It gets really, really cold, but the wind is not blowing, and the sun might be out. It's really, really nice in Denver whenever it gets cold. Here in Buffalo, when it gets cold, it's cold, man. The sun's not out. It's windy, it's rainy, it's gray all day. And, when I would talk to the guys, I would say this is our advantage. We're used to this. Of course you don't get used to playing in the cold, but we're used to coming out here each and every day and playing in this environment. Teams are not. We got the Miami Dolphins in, and I'm sure, pro teams play in the cold, whatever it takes.
Well, I saw their shirt. Mike McDaniel had a shirt. I wish it were colder.
I can't play in the damn snap.
We play football, and if you're the Miami Dolphins, like, you got 3 teams that you have to go play in the cold: the New York Jets, the Patriots, and the Buffalo Bills. So I don't think it's that much of an advantage, but for us in Buffalo, this is what we are. We're the Buffalo Bills, like. We're a cold team. This is just what it's about. So for me, I don't think I'll be out there this weekend. You know, I'm walking and stuff, but I really don't want to risk it. You know, stepping on snow and ice and coming through there. So, I don't even know if I'll be able to come to the facility because it's supposed to snow pretty bad, and just walking through the parking lot to get up to my suite, it'll be tough. So I might just, I'm only 2 weeks out, so I just watch it at the crib. But whenever I can get a chance to get back on the sideline, I want to be on the sideline. I want to be in the cold. I want to be out there with my guys.
You wearing North Face? Who was wearing that yesterday? Somebody had a
that was Shaq Lawson.
Full North Face underneath the jersey. That is amazing. And I think I saw Josh Allen had like 4 hoodies on. He was noticeably, locked and loaded. I like seeing this. Is awesome. This is amazing with the fur hood. Yeah. I mean, that is fantastic. And also, like McDermott as a coach, seems like he's a hard-nosed dude, right? I think he's like a wrestler or something, a badass dude.
Jim Johnson.
He's cool with you. Every video I see from practice at Buffalo is a good time. It seems like that. The culture there seems to be a blast. Did you expect that coming in or no? Like a North Face under a jersey is not always going to be necessarily beloved, by some people.
No, it definitely wouldn't. And when I was in Denver, Coach Vic used to hate when Kareem Jackson used to have the huge jacket on up there. But I mean, coaches are different, and there are multiple ways to get the job done. And Coach McDermott, I always felt like it didn't matter who was coaching me. I feel like I'm a coach's dream. Whatever they ask me to do, I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm my biggest critic. I know, like I already know, like when I messed up on film, what I need to be doing, running to the ball, this and that. Like I'm my biggest critic. So there's no coach that can push me to a level that'll have me upset or mad at him or mad at I'm my biggest critic. So coming here, I knew I had knew Coach McDermott was more of a hard-nosed coach. But honestly, when you get here, like he's all about winning. He's all about winning. Like, and if that takes being tough, hard-nosed, he'll do that. If that takes getting off the guys a little bit, he'll do that. Whatever it takes for us to win, that's what he's all about. And that's refreshing to be around, whether it's a tough coach or it's a laid-back coach. Regardless, he's all about winning. And I know, all of my teammates and everybody else here at the Buffalo Bills, organization, they really appreciate that as well.
Hell yeah, they should. Go ahead, AJ.
I know you're going to be shadowing the GM. Like, what do you want to get out of that? Do you have any goals or hey, this is what I need to get to the bottom of this so I can understand this?
You might get a GM job.
Yeah.
Like next year.
So my biggest thing is every team has star players, right? I mean, some star players are different than others. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs are different than other quarterbacks on teams and other wide receivers on teams. But every team has star players. My biggest vision is how do I get the core group of players? How do I get the Tyrell Dodsons, the Tyler McAfee, the Saran Neals? These guys right here, they are the core foundation of our team, and they're high-level players. So how do we consistently find high-level players like those guys to keep our baseline of our team higher than other baselines on other teams? And that is my biggest thing to really try to figure out. And another thing that I want to figure out too, to be a great GM, you got to be surrounded by great guys. So if you're surrounded by great guys, these guys want to elevate and they want to leave and they want to become GMs at other places too. So how do I create turnover in that area too? How do I consistently have great guys around me? How do I consistently find those gems? Of course, you can find a quarterback and, star receiver, but how do I consistently find those core group of players that make my team, better than other teams?
Hey, Vaughn, not everybody can find a star quarterback.
No.
There's a lot of programs that have been trying for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, those are elite quarterbacks. Those are the anomalies. But every team has a quarterback. Every team has receivers that can get the job done.
Certainly.
Of course, every guy's not Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or these guys or Jalen Hurts. Nobody's like those guys. But every team has a star quarterback. Every team has star receivers and skill players. How do I find the core group of guys? This team right here, our foundational players. This is the most talented group of foundational players on a team that I've ever been on. And of course, I was with the Rams last year, and you got Jalen Ramsey. That was the most stars that I ever did.
Pro Bowl practice there.
Pro Bowl practice, but the core group of players like this team right here, we have more the foundational players here are the most talented players that I ever been around, and I'm interested to see how do I do that for my organization whenever I get the opportunity.
I can't wait to see you lead a team. I honestly can't. And Brandon Beane has seemingly been the coolest guy of all time while being able to do all of that. I'll be excited to see what you learn from him and what you take away from him. Jeff Saturday was named head coach. If you're interning for fucking Brandon Beane and you're Von Miller, hey, did you learn enough, you think, to maybe, boom, fast track up to general manager? Excited for your future, even though you got 5-6 years left. Last question here for you, Vaughn, from a Patriots fan. Boston Connor.
Oh, yeah. Vaughn, what was your initial reaction when you watched Matt Milano saw Mike White in half? Because we all thought that he was actually dead and that he wouldn't be able to play football ever again. And were you also kind of impressed by Mike White coming back in, even though you never actually got to play him?
I was blown away by Matt Milano's ability to not land on the quarterback and not draw that roughing the passer.
That's a big conversation right now.
I was blown away. Like, he came in and hit the guy square in the chest, and then he fell off of the guy, mid tackle. And that's how you want to play. That's how the league, wants to play. That's how they want to encourage guys to start doing that. And you get a lot of talk about, like, it's hard to do that. It's hard to fall off guys. It's hard not to hit him. Like Matt Milano, that's a great example. And Ed Oliver had a great hit on the guy the same way as well.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away how he was able to get that hit on Mike and be able to fall off the guy. And then another thing, I was impressed with Mike as well. He left, he went in, and usually when they go in, it's over. He comes back out, man. And those guys, they fought to the last minute. They fought to the very last second on the clock, man. I was impressed, by Mike and that whole Jets team, man. They got a tough team. I said it earlier in the season, man. They got a tough team, and they're going to be hell to deal with for a very long time. And I was impressed by all of those guys.
Goes in there. Give me a little vitamin T, please. Yep. Okay, when's this going to kick in? Oh, I feel it. Let's go back out there.
That's the type of quarterback you want, man. That's
Hell,
the type of quarterback you want. You're going to lead your guys, man.
Yeah, you got to find those guys whenever you're a GM. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Good luck with the rest of your recovery. It sounds like it's being expedited in every possible fashion because Dr. Cooper in Dallas seems
it's 75% mental.
Of course.
Whenever you get hurt, like, it's 75% mental. Your body's going to do what it's going to do. It's just a week by week thing. It's 75% mental. You don't want to come into rehab like feeling down or depressed and not get the most out of rehab. And I think another hard way.
Walking 4 days after ACL surgery.
Not everyone's
really challenging.
That's fucking incredible.
It is.
Mental.
Another challenging aspect too is to go through all of this stuff and have a smile on your face, man. So I want to be example for all of my teammates here with the Buffalo Bills, man. And I appreciate you, having me on the show each and every week, man. You too, AJ, man, and all the guys in the back. The infrastructure of the Pat McAfee Show, man, I love you guys, man, since day one, man.
Well,
I appreciate you guys, man, and thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much. And we never send you the questions, so I'm happy to know that you just assumed that we're not going to try to fuck you.
Yeah.
100%.
Tone tried, though, there with the Defensive Player of the Year.
No.
That whole conversation. Sorry about that. He has a cowboy hat on, though, so I'm sure you know his type. We got to make sure we talk about Twitchmas, though. You're doing a big thing on Twitch still, right, for Christmas? Are we in the middle of that right now?
Twitchmas on Monday,
okay,
December 19th at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm giving away over $100,000 worth of cash prizes, three gaming computers, jerseys, of course, and cards and all type of stuff, man. It's the biggest giveaway on Twitch, and it's only on my channel, man. Check it out.
All right. Well, we appreciate you so much for stopping by. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll talk to you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Two-time Super Bowl champ, future Hall of Famer, and general manager of an NFL team, owner of Greener Pastures Chicken Farms, and Twitchmas, starting next Monday, Von Miller. Thank you. I appreciate you, Von. All right, I'm going to roll out of here. Okay, boys? You got Coach B's keys. You got to do a giveaway. AJ Hawk will lead the ship from the attic in Ohio. He will have the biggest presence on the stage. Darius Butler will do a little bit of that. He hosted Man to Man podcast all by himself today on this stage for like 40 minutes. Didn't say anything to anybody.
Not one word.
Fuck, D-Butt.
Hey, you guys want to
What
talk?
do you mean?
Hey, this is y'all office. Y'all do your thing in the think tank. I just try to stay out the way, do my part.
Just say you fucking hate us and get it over with.
Connor, I love you, man.
Whatever, dude. You're just saying that
Come
for
on,
people.
Con. Just
I
accept
love
it. Accept the love, Con.
Well,
Shut up,
I think Connor would,
Yep,
but
exactly.
Today was interesting, man. We're just sitting here. Here, and somebody goes, Antoine's not even on with D-Butt today. I'm like, D-Butt's just sitting up there all by himself? Like, and we turned on the stream. He was.
Yeah.
Just sitting up there.
don't want to bother you.
In D-But's defense, I mean, you're normally doing like 70,000 jobs in the morning, and why would he have one of us on his show?
True.
Yeah,
true,
Bugle
true,
Boys.
true. Very
No,
true,
no,
true.
I don't have them on.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. to
Hey, you
make.
did a great job hosting it.
Appreciate it, man. Have
Means
fun
anything.
with it.
We sent a question in, and we didn't get it.
Didn't get any answers. No.
A couple of them.
Yeah, and we're confused by the hashtag. So
You guys will figure that out.
M2M live.
M2?
The number 2.
I don't
M
know.
live.
Because the tweet that we saw up there was hashtag MTM.
TM.
Boys.
It was quite a thing, AJ. You weren't here for it. It was quite a.
I saw it online. I saw a little bit of chatter online about it.
Okay. There was a lot of chatter in the think tank about it.
Lots.
What a minute.
Because, D-Buck comes in, great energy every time.
Yeah.
Eats his, 45 pancakes?
Yep.
Does
Gets
his
his smoothie.
His new green smoothie.
So cool.
Yeah, look at the outfit. I mean,
So cool every time he walks
It's
in.
a sweet jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Slurps it right into the microphone.
That's right, grabs his smoothie,
Yeah, he does.
slurps it in the mic.
In the ear, just, hey, you wash your fucking straw. Sorry about it.
But then he said, no, I'd rather talk to nobody than you guys.
Yep.
That's why it was being in the back there, but happy that wasn't the case.
Unbelievable.
You
No,
just didn't want to
never
interrupt.
be the case. Yeah.
You're a good man.
He's self-sufficient. You mad that he's self-sufficient?
Exactly, AJ.
No, we just thought we've been like, hey, anything you need, dude.
Yeah, we were bamboozled. I mean, I don't know why AJ's taking up for D-Bud right now, but whatever.
I'm just saying, normally when you ask somebody, you feel like, hey, I don't want to ask you. I feel bad asking for people to do anything.
All right, yeah, I agree. I understand. But, it would just, nonetheless. Connor,
if we're friends.
you make this shot right here. You make this shot.
Make this putt.
And hold on, we have to set it up for something he wants to do. You know what I mean? Because Connor.
Does he want to do it? There's nothing he wants to do.
That's not
other
true.
Than
I
not
wanna
giving
do a
people
bunch of
money.
stuff.
Hey, you make one of these shots, Darius definitely
Smoke
hates you.
heaters.
Okay.
There you go.
Darius definitely hates you.
Nice.
Definitely missing. Air ball.
This is it right here. You don't make it, though. You have to acknowledge
Yeah.
that he was trying to be nice. He wasn't hating
Yeah.
you.
You guys gotta hug it out.
All right? So, whatever you want, dude. Whatever you want. If you make any of these balls into any fucking hole out here.
Any of these?
Any of them. Okay. Into any of these holes out here.
Don't pull a mic.
That means that Darius does hate you, and 10 people will win $500 who retweet this video, say something nice to somebody, and put their cash tag in the reply so we can pay you efficiently and quickly.
Love you, Connor.
Oh, baby.
Oh, so close. Off the wall. Oh, off the fire.
Hit the fire alarm.
Very
Almost
close.
off the fire.
Try to hit the fire
Hey,
alarm. for real.
before you start
Where's it
hucking
going?
these, I mean, do you want to have a little, ask a friend, phone a friend? Do you want to talk to AJ? AJ, you got anything to say to Connor?
I think Con can do it, but why doesn't Ty give it a shot?
Because Connor's up there giving it a
one's-
shot right now.
Next hour, Tyler.
I know, Ty. I know you lost all your intestines. Come on. Oh, good.
Damn.
Atta baby. All right, I would like to let it be known that I do not believe that Darius hates Connor, but the only way to get Connor to try to win one of these things for the people is to put something on the line that he genuinely cares about. He wanted to run with Darius hating him for so long.
Boom.
And now he's able to do that in his mind. 10 people win $500 to retweet this video because Connor made that spectacular throw. You need to get signed.
Yeah.
Somebody sign this guy.
I'm ready.
Look at how tight the angle is for that top left one.
What's the angle?
XFL's out there.
Look like a little golfy too, a little
I'm
floater.
playing for Dewey. I'm playing for Dewey. He hates Brendan
not?
Fraser. Because he fat
No, he
shamed
doesn't.
Brendan
They
Fraser.
both came back.
get it.
Anyways, 10 people, $500 who retweet this, say something nice to somebody, and put their cash tag in there. Hour 3 will be on the other side. Be a friend, tell a friend. Life is good. Take 5.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, a man with the dog mentality, Paisano, Coach Sirianni. You're fucking awesome, dude. Did you ever feel any pressure that you were going to have to change and adapt to being a head coach and speaking in the same bullshit ways that every other head coach talks in?
Some of the best advice I got was be yourself, because if you're not yourself, everyone's going to see through it.
The messaging is the same. You're just doing it in your own way. And I think that's the most important part. And being authentic, you're 100% right. As you were saying, if I wasn't me, everybody who would tell the fucking locker room immediately going to be like, well, this guy, he's a stooge. There's another coach that wants to talk to you. Coach Sirianni, your question for Coach Sirianni?
I feel like I know you just as good as I know myself.
What is it about Jalen, you think, from your point of view, last year to this year, that is like cemented him as a guy that people are talking about? This motherfucker might win the MVP.
Well, I know which one thing you want me to say. He's a dog.
Yeah! Yeah!
He's a dog.
Yeah! Fucking dog!
Do you maybe want to play best 2 out of 3, rock, paper, scissors, coach first coach?
You're there forever, huh? Like, you have to have that mindset as the head coach. Like, do you feel like you're the perfect head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles? Because it feels like the team is the perfect representative of the city of Philadelphia. And I might be wrong. I'm from Pittsburgh, so the Johns are going to judge me for that.
I love the passion of the city and how much they care about football because I care about football. I love football. I don't have a lot of hobbies. My biggest hobby is football.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
what you got?
Scissors. Yeah, the same person.
Okay.
We both threw scissors.
Dog mentality really is to be in the moment that you're in now and not worry about what happened in the past, not worry about what's going to happen in the future. It's all about our process and about being here today to make sure we're about to go 1-0 this week. That's it.
Rock, paper,
scissors,
shoot.
Ooh, yeah. I definitely got Jason Kelce the kegs of beer. I was just trying to sweeten the deal of him coming back. As long as I'm the football coach here, I want him here, so I'm ready to give as many kegs of beer to him next year and the year after that and the year after that because that guy is a dog.
Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
Same man.
We are getting our ass kicked in this preseason game. Belichick is taking it to us. It's halftime, and we are getting booed like you've never been. I was like,
paper,
rock, paper,
scissors,
shoot.
Oh, I think you might have rock there, but hey.
You got no idea what I'm going to do because you're like, there's no way he's throwing scissors again. Come on, baby. I got a damn flower thrown at me, right? A flower chucked down. We lost to the Chargers. Boom, flower chucked down.
Hey, how's your little manure settling in? That's literally what that John said as they were throwing that John at you. They were like, how's the manure and how's the flowers coming, coach?
Hey, this is game 7 here. Rock, paper,
scissors, shoot.
Oh. Scissors again. He threw scissors again, so did I. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you guys are the same. Come on, hey, this is for 15 or 10.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh! Dog mentality.
I got dog mentality, coach. What can I tell you?
Definitely the biggest and best game to date this particular NFL season was the Minnesota Vikings traveling up to Buffalo. Patrick Peterson putting the game away with an interception. I believe Josh Allen's like 0 for 4 in his last 4 overtime games. Not great. But here in the end, 2nd and 10, minute 15 left, down 3. Josh Allen throws a pick to Patrick Peterson going into the game. We didn't know if Josh Allen was going to be playing or not. He looked healthy to me. He looked like he was able to throw the ball. He got hurt when he was trying to punch out a terrible interception from the other team. I guess he got re-hurt, but he went back on the field. The fumble at the goal line at the very end of the game is obviously nightmare fuel forever. Chris Sims kind of apparently said that the center maybe had a bad snap. It's always interesting to see whose fault it was because who knows. But nonetheless, in a gotta-have-it situation, the Vikings get a touchdown on the defensive side of the ball after Kirk Cousins gets stopped on a goal line stand by the Buffalo Bills, in which the Buffalo Bills defense was supposed to put a picture of it on the fucking wall in the building where they had 2 tries from a fucking inch line and did not make it in. Instead, Vikings get a touchdown on a bobbled exchange. Shout out to A.Q. Shipley and Drew Stanton. Then Josh Allen goes right down the field. Now, Gabe Davis's catch, allegedly, Walt Anderson says, not an actual catch. We should have stopped it and reviewed it. Yeah, you should have. You're the only people that can do it in under 2 minutes. Why is that a thing? Bill Belichick's asking a question. We're all echoing the same sentiment. Can't have this happen, especially in the biggest game of the year. The Vikings and the Bills, 2 wagons playing each other. The Vikings are very new to being the team in the NFC North, but the entire country needs to recognize that they are the team in the NFC North and a problem. This can't happen. Obviously, Walt Anderson said this is an incompletion and they would have overturned it. And who knows what happens on 3rd down. Will the Bills get in? Who knows? Vikings get stopped with like 40-some seconds left at the goal line, staying there. Damn. What a win for the Bills. Yeah, 48 seconds left. What a win for the Buffalo Bills. And then a Colts game starting at the same time.
Yeah.
So I flip over to the Colts game at that time. Other TV has Red Zone on it. All of a sudden, they're back there again with the Vikings. And I'm like, holy shit. shit. I think the world just has to recognize that this is a new Vikings team. This is not the old Vikings team. This is a new Vikings team. And I think a lot of it revolves around Justin Jefferson is different. Everybody knows he's different. Defenses look to guard him different. 193 yards yesterday and a tud, including this 4th and 18 catch that is going to go down as a catch of the year. Even with Diggs' catch earlier in this game, Justin Jefferson taking that thing right out of Lewis's hands and then somehow keeping it off the ground there, off the ground, into his stomach. 4th and 18, got to have it down for it. I mean, what a play, what a game. This dude's different, AJ. This dude is different, and it's awesome to watch.
Hey,
what?
Let's go!
This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it!
What the fuck are you doing?
Boston.
Hello, welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show. You can see my big head on the screen as they zoom in. I am not Pat McAfee, and Pat is not at his desk right now. He's headed out to Las Vegas. Football! Decent, guys. A little weird delay here, but Pat's headed out to Vegas, correct, guys? He's jumping on a bird.
Seattle Hawks.
Las Vegas,
yes.
by way of Seattle.
Yeah, bingo.
It's a long flight out to Seattle. Obviously, he'll be on the sidelines tonight, correct? Boots on the ground to watch the Niners take on the Seahawks. And you know what, boys? There's somebody hanging around, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. You're right.
Seahawks that wants to chat, right?
Yeah.
Let's not beat around the bush, should we, Ty?
No, as we say, let's not beat around the bush.
No, stop beating the bush.
We'll stop beating the bush. Let's introduce this nice gentleman, Mr. Pete Carroll, head coach for the Seattle Seahawks, played by Chuck Pagano.
Coach. By way
of Coach Pagano.
By way of Coach Chuck Pagano.
Morning, Coach.
Morning, Coach.
We just took another loss. 3 out of the last 4.
Right, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Coach, they fucking ran over.
And I walk into this.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not funny, Coach.
You supposed to be sad, Coach? The fuck?
Hey, look.
I thought we were shooting hoops.
No,
today, Coach.
hey, look. We're going to always be positive here.
Yeah.
Damn right.
So we are, Coach.
Okay, we're going to be upbeat.
Legion of Boobs.
Everything's still in front of us.
That's right.
We control our own destiny.
Bingo.
But I'm going to tell you one thing.
Oh, shit.
Where's Michael Dixon?
He's taking a poop.
This
Coach.
is part of the problem. We got guys missing meetings. Anybody seen our punter?
Coach Dixon ain't the problem. We got 2010 Geno Smith for some reason, not 2020 Geno Smith.
No, it was you and the defensive line that get ran over all fucking game.
Me?
Stop the run.
Okay, you want me?
Busting my ass.
Okay, you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
You want a chance to beat
Yeah.
this 49er team?
Yes,
You
Coach.
stay in a playoff hunt? Well, here's some things that got to change.
Okay.
You mentioned the run defense.
Yeah, it's been bad, Coach.
Bad.
It's been very bad, Coach.
We're better than that.
Well, are we?
But 223 last week, 283 to Vegas at 171, 167. I mean,
It's not good, Coach.
no. It's about doing your job, getting lined up,
Trenches.
taking a guy on, whipping the guy's ass in front of you, taking on blocks, getting off blocks, right fits. Because we're going to face an offense that gives you a lot of issues.
Yeah.
A lot of motions, a lot of shifts. It's going to be some stuff. But we turn the ball over. Our quarterback, 2 picks. Can't happen, Gino. You're having a hell of a year, but can't happen. Our run defense,
Fucking stinks.
it's not good, but it's fixable.
Yeah.
Okay.
You watch the tape, it's all fixable. If I didn't think we had good dudes on this team and a great coaching staff, awesome GM, John Schneider, Snides, I love you.
Love you too,
I mean,
Coach.
we've got a great opportunity. Let's take advantage of it. Let's quit BSing around.
Love you, Coach.
Well said.
Love you guys, man, a
Need a
lot.
piece of gum?
Short week. Let's do it.
If anybody, if we can get a football guy or ops guy to track down our punter, it'd be nice to have, him and his meeting.
I think he's drinking a goon bag, Coach.
Foster's, you say.
He said he won't be working this week. Gino putting up points.
Okay, look at the schedule.
Who's on the
Let's look
iPad?
at San Fran, all right?
Jesus, we're fucked, Coach.
Hey, stop it.
They're dominant.
Physical team.
They're ripe.
Look at those scores.
Hey, what I see there,
a lot of points.
what I see
Downhill.
there, I'm so super excited about this opportunity. Look at how
least
ripe
you
they
are.
are. Winners of 6 in a row, feeling really good about themselves. 9-4. You know
Let's
what
ruin
their
their
record
life.
is since 2002
Good.
at Lumen Field? Huh? Do you
Probably
know what their
terrible.
record is up here
Our
with the
record.
12 man?
You mean
Pretty
since,
good, actually.
Huh?
Our record. Their record.
No, their record.
since
no.
Patrick Wills?
5-16
Oh.
at our house.
Whose house?
12, baby.
Is that the Rams? Come on.
No, they say Rams house, Coach.
Okay. So anyway, they're winners of 6 in a row. They're on a roll. They're missing their quarterback 1, they're missing quarterback 2, and they're down to quarterback 3. So we've got to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Let's look at the offensive keys this game.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I said the same thing, but I'm still super excited about this opportunity, Gino.
Really?
Now, you guys, we got Kenny. Kenny, you're back, right? Yep.
It's
Kenny's
Coach.
back.
Yeah,
That's
Coach.
the way to be alert. That's the way to be alert,
Yes.
Kenny.
Sorry, right. Take a
Wait,
note,
I
Coach.
appreciate you. Yeah. Hey, this is a
Kenny.
really good unit. Okay, you say run it. You might be thinking I'm crazy, right?
Yeah.
71 years old, I come out of my mind.
I'd say-
Hey, I may be, but goddamn it, Atlanta went up there, beat their ass and rushed for 168 yards
Yeah, those are their
on,
total
on
yards.
this unit. Yeah, Bosa, stud, 14 and a half stacks, right? Armstead's been injured. He's been out. He's back. All right, linebackers.
Jeez.
Ebukam.
Ebakum.
They're missing some dudes, though. They're missing some dudes. Ridgway's out. Givens is out.
That's big.
Bosa out.
Hyder is out. So they've got some interior defensive line. So we got to take advantage of the middle of this group. Okay, we can run our inside and outside zone and cut that thing back, cut the backside off, reach the front side, get them running. All right, but we can run this ball. We have to set up what?
Play
Action pass.
Because we chuck it.
Pap is
Coach,
what
are you
We like to
saying,
chuck it.
Coach, you saying
Okay,
we need
we'd
to run
like
the
to
ball
clear this thing.
and stop the run better?
Excuse me, stop.
Oh, I'm just saying.
What?
I mean, we.
Is that the
Yeah.
key
You
to
said
success?
shut your mouth.
No, and what does that
No,
take?
you're being sarcastic?
Is that,
Are you
no,
trying to
I'm,
catch me in
I'm
a
saying,
tongue tie- I
no,
mean,
I'm
what
just
do you-
saying that's only effort, right? Okay? You know who gave us effort every day of his life? Fucking turf. And we didn't give enough effort for turf last week. And I think this week we need to love you, turf.
I miss you, Turf.
Miss you, turf. Rest in peace, turf. We should have.
What happened?
Love you,
How'd he
Turf.
die?
Turf.
Old
he
age.
passed away of old age
He was
last
old.
week, and we just need to play better for turf. Okay, Coach?
Very old.
Who is that?
That's our
Team
dog,
mascot.
Whose dog?
the Seahawks.
Jesus, Pete.
Yeah.
Dementia.
Someone ran him over.
Coach
Don't.
locked
Hey,
in no ball,
I'm
man.
super excited about this opportunity, and I feel bad nobody told me about turf.
Yeah.
Niners fan ran him over.
Hey.
That's not true.
You know what? Then we get to kick their ass tonight or
Can we
Thursday.
do it? Can we get his initials put on the helmet by kickoff?
Coach, I'm sorry.
Huh? Can we
Yes.
get us?
The IT guy told me to bring up turf. I didn't know
No,
you didn't
that's-
know about turf.
I'm glad you did. I feel bad. Can
What
we have
are
a
his
moment,
initials?
moment of silence for
Yes.
the dog, please?
T.
TTD.
Love you, turf.
What are the letters we're going to put on the helmet?
TTD.
TTD. Turf.
Turf the dog.
Miss you,
Okay,
Turf.
TTD. All right, let's go back. Convert what?
Come on, Con.
Third downs.
Third downs. That's the way to be on it. Got to convert third downs. It helps if we can stay out of 3rd and 9,
Yeah.
3rd and 10, 3rd and 11,
Gino.
3rd and 12. Because if we let these animals pin their ears back, it's going to be hard enough, all right, when they don't know it's pass. But when they know we have to drop back to pass, it's going to be an issue. Block the edge rusher. We will not, okay, from a game plan standpoint, all right, we will not try to keep tight end by himself, running back. They're helpers. Okay, our bigs got to block their bigs. But we can't leave guys. We can't put in a deal. Shane, where's Shane at? Waldron. We can't put in we can't put in a protection, all right, that has
Shane.
Fant by himself on Bosa. Okay, or one of our backs, okay, Walker, whoever on Bosa. You follow me?
Yes, Coach. Won't happen.
Don't. If I see it, and we get our ass sacked and the ball's out and it's loose and a scoop and score, we're gonna have an issue.
I'm on it, Coach.
Don't do
Kill
it.
you.
Okay, we got to. Hey, run the ball. As long we don't have to gain a yard.
Well,
Body blows.
Body blows.
Yes.
Okay, we don't have to gain a yard. As long as we don't lose 2, we don't lose 3, we don't give up sacks, and
Head
we're sitting
body,
there on
head
3rd
body,
long,
Coach.
it's going to be an issue.
like Mickey Rourke.
Really
dog
good.
fight.
Hey, the back end.
2-hole.
Got the Ward brothers. Yes, got the Ward brothers. Hafunga.
He's ball.
He's a hell of a dog.
Yeah,
he is a player. He's going to be everywhere.
Little Paul
He leads them with 4 interceptions. Gibson, where did he go to school? Where did he go to
Alabama.
LSU.
University of Wyoming.
Good player.
Okay, you're damn right. He's a good player.
Alabama of the West.
Damn right.
Yep, that's what they said.
He's a really good veteran guy.
Nobody says
These
that.
guys can cover. He's going to be
Shout out
inside.
to Josh Allen.
He's going to be inside. He'll be playing the nickel. 38. Okay, Lenore, he's their other corner.
The young player.
He's got an interception, 46 tackles. So they got. It's a damn good group. Like I said, they're first in total defense. They're first in rush defense. They only give up 15.2 points a game.
Jesus.
All right, this is a good unit. D'Amico Ryans. You hear a lot about D'Amico, right?
Yeah.
The D
Oh, yeah.
coordinator,
He can be
former
head
player,
coach.
former player.
Yep.
He's in a lot of the conversations. All right, he's in a lot of conversations for any openings. All right, let's win this game. So they ain't talking about, my ass being run out of here and D'Amico getting this job. All right.
Don't worry, Coach. They can't fire you.
Well, you don't have to run away from sanctions now, Coach. This is NFL.
Let's go. Let's go. Look at the defensive keys. Let's look at the defensive keys, right? Key the fullback.
Yeah.
Why do we want to key the fullback?
He's
2
a
big
genius,
points here. Why would we want to
Take
keep
you to the
Kyle?
ball.
He's
Take you to the ball, Coach.
every time. Okay, so what they're going to do, FOTW, what's that stand for?
For the win.
Fuck out the way.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay, I like that. We'll use that down the road.
Okay.
Okay, but this is formation of the week.
Ah.
Thing about a Kyle Shanahan offense, okay, they've got concepts, run concepts, okay, you're going to get zone scheme, you're going to get gap schemes, okay, the perimeter stuff, the tosses, 2 kinds of tosses they run. They'll run a toss where they want to pin the edge guy and then have pullers and actually circle the defense. Then they're going to do that, and then they're going to run a toss where it could be Ayuk, okay, big physical guy. He's standing there. We got an edge guy right there, and on the tosses, he usually does this and pins him, right? Cracks him, okay? Can't hit him in the head and neck, but cracks him. They get the ball on the perimeter, try to circle the defense. Then they're going to toss the ball, and he's going to do this. He's just going to hint, and then he's going to go up and block MDM. We know what MDM stands for, right?
Yep.
Most dangerous man.
Most dangerous man, exactly, MDM. And what happens on that one, okay, it's all zone blocking. They don't want to get the perimeter on that one because we've run toss, all right? They run toss, they crack you, and what happens to our pursuit, our linebackers?
Over pursuit.
Right?
Flying out.
Boys,
Fly out there, yep.
you start flying, right? So this one happens, and you think, oh, it's shit, it's a perimeter. You start running, but it's a zone scheme, and it's meant to cut back.
Cut back
On the
lanes.
lane.
So formation of the week, AJ is going to be, hey, like where's 44? If they're in 21 personnel, they're going to start in one back. May start in empty, but mostly one back. Okay, and they're going to have this frickin' animal, this dog in there, like the best player on the planet.
Well,
He's got almost 700 yards from scrimmage since he's been there, 6 touchdowns. They're going to get him the ball any way possible. All right, and if they got to line him up at quarterback so he gets more touches, they might do that.
that makes
Gets
sense.
80
Okay, I wouldn't be shocked. Little
He threw a
wildcat
touchdown.
stuff with that. You know what I'm saying? But the final formation, so concepts we got to practice. The tosses, the zones, the gap schemes, the route concepts. Formation we don't know till game time. Okay, so we got to be on our P's and Q's up in the box, and we got to pay attention. Okay, is Kyle going to be out here? Okay, and they're going to motion him into the backfield. He's going to end up in the eye. Is he going to be far eye? Is he going to be near eye? But follow the fullback. He's going to take you to the play 95% of the time. He goes left, tailback goes left, they stay, ball's left. He starts left and comes back here. Guess what? It's a gap scheme. Okay, he's going to be a lead blocker. He's going to be the second. You know, they could pull a guard, they could pull a tackle, pull another tight end. But he's the dude. He's the dude. This guy right here, bam. Okay, we got to bam the back. Okay, because they're going to get him ball in the pass game and the run game. So they're going to line him up. He's going to be chowed. What does chow stand for when he's in the backfield lined up?
Off back.
Offensive tackles right here. Cheat out wide.
Cheat out wide.
So when he's chowed, they're free releasing.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting out right now. Okay, so when he's chowed and the linebacker tells you outside rushers, could be a Nuosu. Where you at, Nuosu? You're going to hear, hey, bam. You hear bam? What do you need to do to 23?
Go and hit that back. Go and hit him.
Hit his ass. Okay, and make him go high and wide and over the top of you.
Yep.
Don't bam him and put him this way. Because we'll have outside leverage and we're thinking he's going the flat. Next thing he gets us on an angle route, all right?
Don't need that.
But disrupt, we got to ruin and make freaking life miserable for him. Okay, so we got to bam, and then we got to limit the yak and the rack. Yards after contact, okay? Run after contact. Can't have it.
Nope.
This guy is, because he's going to be in that child alignment, and then he's going to be over here, and they're going to set him in motion, or he's going to be here, and they're going to set him in motion, or they're just going to line him up as a wide receiver. Okay? Who's missing on this picture?
Debo.
Debo. Okay, he's injured.
Hell
We know
yeah.
he's out based on his injury, right?
Yep.
He's got a high ankle.
Thank
They're
God.
already saying 3 to 4 weeks. He's a good player. We know that. We faced him. We've done decent against him. He only had, I think, 600 yards on us last 2 games.
Okay.
So we've done good against him.
That's big.
Good. Nice.
But with him out, okay, we know what Juszczyk is, right? Juwan Jennings,
Good.
decent player, but
Good
he's
player.
not one of their dudes, right? Ayuk's a dude.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What about Ray Ray?
Ayuk's a dude. Where's Michael Jackson?
Who?
Which one, Coach?
One of our he's a corner for
Rest in
us, isn't he?
peace.
Propofol.
Oh, yes, sir. Number 30, right here, Coach.
Number 30. Where? Where?
Right here.
Michael.
Yeah.
Remember last year?
To the moon day.
They lined him up.
When
Okay,
that
you
dog
play
came
left
out?
corner for it. He was over there all the time. We were taking
Dr.
care of
Conrad.
everybody else. Kittle didn't play because he was injured. Ayuk on you.
Yeah.
Ayuk is on fire.
We don't need no water. Let that
Motherfucker burn.
burn.
I got his ass, Coach. Don't worry about it.
The roach. The roach is on the wall. We don't need no raid. Let that
Motherfucker
crawl.
Oh.
Crawl,
bitch.
The new one.
Come on, I told you we got to be positive. Get some energy.
Go,
Shoot
you
something
did.
else.
Go,
I don't
you
care
did.
what the
I don't
damn
know that
record
one.
said.
I don't.
One win is all we need.
That's no one.
1-0 after this damn thing.
Come on.
Go.
So they're going to put him on you.
Yep.
Write it down.
Ain't worried about it.
Okay? He's coming
Take
after
notes, Michael.
How you?
you. Shut him down and then moonwalk on his ass.
Yeah.
You got your
Ooh,
moonwalk?
yeah.
Say less.
Are you,
Let's see
did
it.
your parents name you after?
Of course.
They like him, huh?
They loved him. Everybody
Favorite
loved him.
song?
Oh, shit.
You said man in the
I
mirror,
was-
probably, right?
Nah, I'm going to go Smooth Criminal.
Oh.
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Smooth Criminal tonight.
Man in the
Let me
Mirror's
get
good.
one, too.
I've never heard of that one.
I hit that lean on-
D-Bot?
You never heard of
I
man?
know.
in the
You want to
Mirror?
go to Wonderland, right? Anyone go to
Beat it?
that theme park he has?
Neverland?
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
Yeah, your
There's
place?
rides. There's all kind of rides. I got kids, man. There's all kind of rides.
got
There's all-
the-
Take you guys right
Oh,
Did you
come
buy
on.
the? Did you
buy
buy the
yourself.
season pass?
Okay, Michael, no
all
relation.
grew
You're
up
not.
Okay. Dead from Michael Jackson.
Just get ready for this.
Got
Okay,
it.
and this guy, Kittle,
Look at Inception.
hey, we may have won the game, but last time we had to face this guy, we didn't do a good job.
Killed us.
12 targets, 9 catches against us,
Fucking
181
beast.
yards, 2 touchdowns.
Damn. We
Okay,
showed
he's
them
going to be a
dog.
dude. Ray Ray's a guy that could show up, right? With Debo being down,
Former Steelers.
he's
Hall
a
of
fast
Famer.
guy.
Yeah, he's
they
a
got a
Steelers
number
Hall of Famer.
6. What's number 6's name for them again?
Dog. Quandre Diggs,
I don't
coach.
think.
Name
No,
this
I don't
face.
think
That's
it's
coach.
I don't think it's
For us?
that.
I don't know. I haven't seen that guy.
Nameless,
around.
faceless.
No, okay. Just know this: if 6 comes in the game for them,
Yep.
former track star.
Yeah, dog.
Okay, he's a
Shucks.
4-3, 4-2-9,
Reverse.
4-3-1, 4-3-2 guy. Former. Just remember that. That could be what?
Bill McComas.
Perimeter screen, maybe a jet sweep, double what?
So maybe Bill McComas.
Oh,
Track
yeah.
star. We're talking track
Hey,
star.
A lot of
look,
records.
Okay, we're having fun. We're
It's
being
this.
positive. We're super excited that Russ is out of
Coach.
the building. Come on.
Coach, it's over there.
We got a track star, too. Tariq Wooleys.
Yeah.
Good one.
Okay.
We got our fat.
We
fast
have to
guys.
create 2 short fields. We got to take the ball away 2 times, and let's score on defense. How about
Ooh.
that? Huh?
Ooh, I like that,
They're-
coach.
They're coming in with the number 1. Let's be the best
2
defense on the
times?
field. Let's look at the special teams real quick, then we'll look at a couple plays. Key special teams. Here they are. Half-court offense. Again, defensively, 2 takeaways, right? Create a couple short fields for our offense, okay, against that defense. Kicking game, we got to do the same thing. Whether it's big return, block kick, I don't care how we do it. Punt coverage, let's create. All right, half-court offense. They got to go the long, hard way. You guys right? We like
Yes,
making our
coach.
long,
Yeah.
hard way.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
We're not.
Nothing
Coach,
wrong with the long, hard
relax.
way. Okay, and let's be penalty-free. All right, we can't have any egregious
Coach on those
penalties.
Roman
No,
way.
coach.
Ray's good
no.
returner. All right, 10.9 on punt returns, kickoff return 20.8. He's got a big leg.
Wisnowski.
Yeah, and Robbie's 20 of 23, I think, this year.
Block
Good
one.
kicker.
No, he's a veteran, all right. He's like 40. He's almost,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's 100 years
Same
old.
team his entire
old as
career.
I
Right?
am,
Why would you
right?
cut him?
Whoa.
We got to block one on him.
Let's do that. Yep, I like your enthusiasm.
Yeah, way to go, Michael.
Damn right.
Michael.
Different kind of enthusiasm.
Okay. Let's take a look at a couple clips.
What kind?
Not the original Michael Jackson guy.
Coach, that's
There'll never be another.
Does anybody, any word on Dixon yet?
we're
Someone's
Pooping.
Does anybody?
Pooping.
No, you
Wasn't he
can't.
getting garlic
We've
knots or
had guys.
something?
We've had issues
Big
with
bowl
that.
of
Guys
roux.
leaving.
Yeah, he had a
meetings,
bad bowl
Say
of
he's
roux.
got a boiler and he's in there for 10 minutes, fucking around, skipping
Yanking his
meetings.
wiener.
he had some,
Somebody find.
He might be.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's come on.
he had some
Shut
undercooked
up.
roux, Coach.
Come on.
Might be got to focus,
Only
guys.
way to
Might
get
be
rid
headed to
of
the stadium,
butt
might-
piss sometimes is
Come on.
yanking on your balloons.
You're the one that
At the
brought
same
it up.
time. At the same time, Tom.
Yeah.
No, once you're done with the butt piss, you
Run the
yank
tape!
On, you yank on the
Just
balloon
stop.
so the stomach ache goes away.
Run the tape.
You know that.
Coach,
That's what Fouch told you.
What do we say?
Fauci.
What do we say?
We got to block 97.
But we're not going to do it with who?
A running
Tight
back.
end.
It's a
Running back.
They're helpers.
Here's Mike McDaniel.
genius.
Boy, genius.
Yeah.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
tough
Yeah.
guy. Big
I
tough
like
guy.
this deal though. What was he doing on the field?
That
of
was the
practice?
Bernie.
It's what?
The Bernie.
What
Coach.
is that?
It was a
The
movie.
weekend that Bernie's
What's the song?
moved.
Show them, Diggs.
What's the
Show 'em,
music to it?
Diggs.
Because I like that.
I don't know if there was.
Diggs, show 'em.
It
What?
was kind
Show
of
'em
like
the
a
Bernie.
Diggs isn't here. Okay.
Yeah, you're Quandre dude.
You're right.
Yeah, the troll.
Here we go. McDaniels is a troll god.
Yeah, there's a I wish it were hotter T-shirt in the
Not the
summer,
Bernie.
and so
No, you're right, it's
Daniel
not.
decided to make
This
a
kind
I
of
wish it were
bulletin
colder.
board stuff that.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some players. Come on, you won't ever see me doing that.
You'd
No.
love to fucking smack that guy in the mouth, wouldn't you,
Okay,
Coach?
so let's not get too cute, all right, and put little guys on dogs.
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
Yep.
Okay, these guys are good guys. They're better running the ball, catching screens, right? If a DB comes, a corner fire, we can
Sure.
handle that. But don't put that guy on that. Watch this. Come on, man. He don't even want to block him.
Well, I mean,
What do we say? Let's just 2nd and 10 is fine,
Yeah.
right?
Don't need a
Can't
yard.
go
Third-
negative plays.
Can't have no
No
negative
negative, yeah.
plays. Third manageable. Convert.
Bad ball.
This guy, you know how much power he's got in his body?
A lot. Alec Ingold's a strong guy too, but not that strong, Coach.
Oh, this guy, Dre, Greenlaw, Werner,
Yeah.
Hufunga,
dogs.
every level they got Pro Bowlers.
Ball
yeah.
players.
They built a hell of a roster. This is a good football team, guys. We're going to have our hats full at Lumen. Let's go ahead. There we go. This is Brady last week, the
He played
GOAT,
great.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What's
Is he
what's
the
Dre
GOAT?
here?
We drop.
Okay, right when you
nice
think,
start,
hey,
Tom.
Gino, right when you think, hey, oh, I can get it over, I can do this. The guy verted 42 inches.
What?
Combine. Okay, yes, this guy is a freak.
Yeah, Coach, my arm's
This
not
is a
dead
freak.
though. Okay.
What's the coverage?
Cover
Gino?
3.
Okay, run it back. It's a form of cover 3. What kind of? It was made famous in our backyard in
3
Seattle.
week. 3 week. 3 buzz.
All right, 3 buzz. Don't get fooled. They're going to hang this guy strong side. Okay, and they drop him down. He's the weak hook player.
Great drop.
Unbelievable. And I don't know where Tom was going with that, but that guy's a really good player. Who leads their league? Their team in interceptions in the back end? Funga.
Was that the ball Tom signed?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Coach, you care if we get ball signed? If we
Where'd he play?
Wyoming.
There you go. There you go.
Powerhouse.
That's what I'm talking
Alabama
about.
of the West.
Great safeties out of Wyoming.
Absolutely. Some dogs.
And quarterbacks.
Let's go to the next play.
Great play.
Great play. We got to have it. Got to have completions. Can't do it. No negative plays, no turnovers.
Hell yeah.
The hell's Kittle doing in the backfield?
He's not the running back, Coach.
Okay, so what do we say? Run it back. Run it back. That's exactly why I didn't say shit. See if you're awake and alert, and you are. He's what?
He's tight end.
Back
Tight end.
How's he doing back
Well, where's the back? The back is supposed
Top
to be
of the
back
screen.
there.
Split
Top
out
of the
wide.
screen. What did we say? All right, at the beginning of the meeting about McCaffrey.
Greatest player on the
See,
planet.
Eyes on him.
And they're going to do what with him? They're just going to
move
line
him
him up
everywhere.
right
Get him
there,
the ball.
everywhere. Get him the ball any way they can.
Chess piece.
How many routes can you run from here?
2,000.
A running back. There's 3.
Oh.
Basically 3.
Close.
You run a hitch, right? Mm-hmm. Run a slant.
Yeah, they go.
and then either slant and go, hitch and go.
I run drags and Madden.
That's all you get out of there. I'm telling you. Take away the inside and keep your eyes on your frickin' luggage.
Who do they think they
Watch
are?
it.
The New York Jets?
Watch it. Where's Juwan? Juwan's just a big possession, guys.
Guy's got his eyes in the backfield. He's not
And
watching
Purdy,
anything DB.
Watch Purdy. We're going to get after him.
Damn right.
But he hung in there.
Yeah.
He's got poise. He looks like a 5-year veteran. Great double move. These guys got rushers like we got. All right, they tried to get after him. Watch the poise in this kid.
Coach, is that the worst coverage you ever seen? Or?
I mean, you got Chris McCaffrey.
You can't guess. So he understood. His coaches told him the same thing. He's going to guess, okay? Because I guarantee you, okay, on a couple games before, a bunch of tape, right? We show you a bunch of clips from week, whatever, 3-4 weeks ago. Slant. So he's sitting there doing what? Jump inside. I'm going to take away the slant. They watched him too. Double move.
Can't have it. It's a veteran player too. Can't
have it.
Foolish.
Cannot have it. They're going to hand it to him. He can run it, throw it, whatever.
AJ.
All right.
Turn your vacuum off, dude.
AJ, you with us?
He's cleaning his fucking
course.
desk, Coach.
Of course I'm here, Coach.
Gotcha. You cover those backs, AJ, out of the backfield?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that,
can't wait.
displays?
That's a fun.
But you've done
fun-
that. You've done that, right, in your history, right?
Take away the inside, try to push him to out of bounds. You know, as he runs up the sideline.
Those are the 3 routes you got to cover, right?
Yeah, he got
Sidelines
benched.
never
though.
missed a tackle.
He got
was a
benched against the
liability, that's
Eagles,
why.
Coach, because he couldn't cover anybody.
I'm not AJ.
Exactly.
Okay, now you got the formation. Here's 23 in the backfield. Let's take a look at it. Who now? Who now?
Ray.
Who now?
Move.
Kittle on his
Kittle's
own.
is
Why are
down
they
there.
moving this guy?
Eye candy.
Isolate him.
And what else?
Figure out coverage.
Give the
Coach.
quarterback coverage tip, right? Get some intel. Okay, watch. Here's the deal. Run this back.
His secondary sucks, Coach.
You got to keep your eyes on your luggage,
Jesus.
right? Keep your eyes on your luggage. If you run it all the way back, please.
And my luggage, Louis.
You watch what's going on here. They're going to clear out here. They're going to send him to the flat. There's a ton of tape when you watch it. This guy goes to flat. They goes here. When 2 goes to flat, what does 1 usually run?
Corner.
He runs a curl.
Yep.
Watch the thing.
Little hook.
I'll tell you where to stop it, okay? BB, stop.
Bam.
Oh.
See him chop his feet?
Yep.
I fucking
What's
the
he doing?
quarterback. I
Absolutely
fucking
is.
the quarterback.
That's it. Key your man. He didn't even show you the back of his jersey numbers,
That's ridiculous.
right? Keep your eyes on him till he's done running his route. But that guy goes to flat, and I guarantee you they got this concept. Watch
Stop
what
him
happens. Watch what happens, and watch this dime.
My God.
And look at the hit. You see the hit he took?
Oh, yeah. Stuck in
Tough
there.
as damn nails.
I think the Bucks just watched too much tape, Coach.
Hey, just don't think, hey, we got a rookie coming in here with a second start starting his second game that he's going to shit the bed because we got the 12th man, all that. We got to go earn this victory.
Fucking guy's got a ding dong like a
And in
fire
the back
hose,
end,
Coach.
do your job, just like the run defense.
What's in the scouting report?
Should be. Yeah. Did you play at Iowa State?
Come on.
I know.
I got some wild locker
Lock
rooms
in.
out there in the big.
Let's look at the
Big 10?
split.
Big 12.
Let me see the release here, Bruce. Let's see what happens.
Is that who's running the pad? Okay.
Is he wide, Coach?
What do you think?
He's
What do you
right behind
think?
the tackle. He's chowed.
No, he's not chowed. It'll probably be one little step out.
Did you
He'll
see?
split when he split his feet,
Just
maybe, if
split-
he's chowed.
Exactly right. Thank
All
you.
right, we get it. Played in the league.
Inside or right here, but this
I was asking for real.
this foot's got to be split in the crotch.
Well,
And you can also tell, because Tampa likes to blitz, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're a zone team. Okay, we don't pressure much. 77% zone. They're the same way on their defense. They don't pressure much
Okay.
either. But with all these guys running around, you just see his eyes. Where's the stripe of his helmet looking?
Looking
Inside.
He's looking inside.
Backers.
He's got a pass protection responsibility.
Yep.
That's
Hard
why
to
he's doing
apply.
it. So he checks, okay, 6-man protection. So he's in the protection. Go ahead and run it. Thank you.
Trent Williams.
Trent.
He's giving
He's
away.
tipping,
McGlinchey.
he's tipping plays.
Austin Blythe. We got to take advantage of that. He's been playing forever.
Yeah.
He played at Iowa.
Yeah, he did. That's
Yeah.
right.
He's
Still
still
doing it.
around. Can you imagine?
No, what do you know?
He's tough.
Ayuk.
Ayuk.
Who's got to be aware? Who's going to get a face full of Ayuk?
Michael
Jackson.
Mike Jackson.
Write it down.
Which he might love.
Hey, can you run that from the beginning, Coach?
Yes.
Can we run it from the very beginning? What's he from the end zone view? What's Brock telling him? Is this all just window dressing garbage? Watch him try to slow the motion down. Like, what's this? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, and then we run it. Is that all just fake?
No, I think he doesn't see anybody going with him. So I think he got his man zone tell. So he was going to stop him, but then put him over here.
If it was this,
might be
if it
my
was
guess.
man, he was running them back.
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
We'll have to watch for that Thursday.
Great question.
That's why you have him go to the flat.
Okay. Great throw.
Who's 3, by the way? We said keep an eye
Ray
on
Ray McCaffrey.
Ray.
Good player.
Okay, with Debo down, keep an eye on Ray Ray.
You get the ball on Ray
Who's
Ray.
the other track guy I mentioned? What jersey number?
Number 6.
Number 6.
Paying attention, coach. Locked in.
Yep.
It's
We
the
need
best.
this win.
This is, yes.
Need it bad.
Been
It's
on
a
a
must
skid.
win. Because if we don't get this one,
Fucking
we
dead.
go to 7-7.
Sorry.
We're chasing the NFC now. The Giants and the Washington, they play each other. Both
the
7-5-1.
Shipping my cars home.
Lions are in it. Brand new Lions. That's a good club.
That's right.
Hey, let's put everything that's happened behind us to this point. All right.
I like that.
I know we've lost 3 of the last 4, but we're built for this.
Hell yeah.
Our culture's built for that. Let's not let a rookie quarterback in this group come in here. We own them at Lumen Field.
Yeah, we do, Coach.
Just remember that. Okay, you got to see this thing in your heads before. You got to see it happen. Got to visualize it. All right. See your coaches.
Yeah.
See you, coaches. Thanks, Chuck. Chuck, I appreciate you.
You gonna tell us who
Hey,
wins?
Yeah, we need the game
You
breakdown.
gotta tell us.
You know
we
who
need to know
wins,
the
coach.
wins.
Okay. Take a look at it before we go through anything. Before we start popping them up.
Look at that field, huh?
Yeah.
5-16 since 2002
That sucks.
at Lumen Field. 12th man. I mean, they're going to have to lean heavily. I mean, everything says on paper, guys. On paper, you guys were talking about the line before, right? On paper,
Yeah.
we're all wondering, right?
Yeah.
Why isn't this team, you said 7.5, I think?
Uh-huh.
Should be 8.
Exactly.
Could be double digits, just on paper. Now, because they got the rookie quarterback and the 12th man, all that, that's why I think it is what it is.
Who's raising
Okay?
the flag tonight, Coach?
And
You know?
when your back's against the wall,
That's a big
and
deal.
the Seahawks' backs are against the wall,
Meredith Gray.
and you got a wounded dog, and they're at home, and it's a must-win situation.
No wounded dog. That dog's dead.
That's a good point.
Okay,
Jeez.
so
Show
let's
some
take a
respect.
look. Let's take a look at a couple stats, AJ.
Love you, Turf.
Okay.
See it.
Don't.
Oh!
Hey,
This guy stinks.
God damn finger!
What do you do? No.
There we go. Awesome,
Jeez.
Fucking kid.
BB. I love BB. Winners of
Bill Belichick?
No, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown. Okay, lost 3 of last 4.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check mark where?
Right there.
San Francisco.
San Fran.
Santa
Okay.
Clara.
Next one. Oh, woo! See that smoke?
Yeah.
Okay, so San Fran's defense ranked number 1 in total yards allowed,
What?
points allowed,
What?
rush yards allowed.
What?
Yeah,
Whoa.
pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
Pro bowlers at every level. I don't know there's a weakness on that defense.
Nope.
Okay, and Seattle's defense, total defense, are ranked 28th, 31st against the run.
They suck.
So between McCaffrey, Mason, they got a young guy,
They always do.
TPP. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Pierre or something.
But that's not okay. Next one. Let's see if we can find a positive. Okay, they got the 12th man.
Yeah.
12th man ain't taking.
Is that going to be enough?
Okay.
Is that going to be enough against
Taking every snap.
the rookie sensation, Mr. Irrelevant, is relevant, not irrelevant anymore? CMC, Bosa,
Kittle.
George Kittle.
Brandon.
Kittle's been quiet of late.
Yeah.
He's going to get used tonight.
Okay.
They're going to wear his ass out.
Use check.
Who's Brandon?
Ayuk.
Ayuk. And the 12th man, I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be closer.
Okay.
I think just because I think the bettors, who did we say all the money was on?
It's on Niners.
San Fran.
So it's on the Niners. Still it hadn't moved, right?
No, it was bouncing between 3 and 3.5 because, against the 3.5 and start money comes in.
If you're going to bet it, I'd probably buy.
Oh, yeah, you buy it for 2.5.
Get that
yeah,
hook,
yeah.
or just get rid of the
Either way.
hook.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be 23-17, San Fran.
Oh. Covering it up.
Early on, AJ,
Covering it under.
I had it higher, AJ, early on.
Yeah.
And
What
I'm
happened?
just sitting there and doing the work with all the guys this morning, Gertie and I, Dirty, running through this stuff. I'm going to give Pete Carroll, Gino, the way he's playing. They're going to make it a lot closer.
Someone's going to score on D, don't you think?
Huh?
Don't you think one of these teams may score on defense?
Absolutely. There's going to be. I think there'll be 3 or 4 turnovers in this game.
Okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
They don't care about.
There's going to be 3 or 4 turnovers.
They don't care about the program.
They care about it immensely, but both these teams got enough dogs on both defenses where they hunt that football.
Both quarterbacks throw a pick?
Both quarterbacks throw a pick? For sure.
Wow.
Because eventually I think they're going to have to, and he trusts Purdy. I mean, he threw it how many times?
Yeah.
37 in the first game?
Yeah, and 21.
You know, when he took over in 21? And they were up.
Yeah.
They didn't have to throw last week.
Yeah.
They were up. So he's going to have to throw the ball, and seems like Shanahan has faith in him and let him throw it. But there's some ball hawks back there, you know, for Seattle too.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go.
Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you, Chuck. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. That was awesome. Boys, I was thinking about
Chuck's throwing a
we don't need
ball
to take
for some
5,
merches.
What do you think?
Tell Chuck to take do that. We're not taking 5 after this.
No.
Yeah. So what are we doing?
Chuck, drain it.
10
I want Chuck
merches
to
if
drain
Chuck
some
makes
putts.
one.
Since you already made the pass, 10 merches.
Yeah, 10 merches. Come on, Chuck. What are you throwing the footballs?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Let's go, Chuck.
10 merches. I got to go in here for 10 merches.
Yes, sir. Bucket.
First one.
Woo.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh. It had the bouncing.
Whoa,
Chuck, you ever have a
that
concussion?
Hey! Oh, it looked good. That's it?
Yeah, bunch of them.
Well, I've seen that clip of you ramming your skull directly into the football. That was clinic tape.
Remember back in the day, nobody told us to keep our heads up.
Yeah, there weren't concussions.
It was
back
all
then.
crown and the
heads up.
helmet.
Old school. Old school. Yakum. Here we go.
That's the one.
Oh, this is in.
Bang. Maybe if you didn't talk
Shoot that ball.
backswing.
Shoot those football. Shoot those basketballs.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
23-17. Lock it
Appreciate
in.
you guys. Much love. in the
Appreciate
back.
you, Chuck. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chuck. Boys, hey, Diggs.
Yo.
I know you're doing Hammer Down today. We're not going to wrap it up just quite yet. There was actually one story I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you guys hit on earlier. Who was it? Who wants Mitch Trubisky to stay on the bench? I know there's a receiver on the Steelers, right?
I didn't hear the answer. I saw the headline. Apparently, Deontay Johnson said that.
Do we know what he said?
He wouldn't mind seeing Mason get a shot this Sunday.
that?
Now, there's a big clarification. That was if Kenny can't go, obviously, because Kenny's the guy. But yeah, I mean, I got no problem with this.
Deontay Johnson wants Mason Rudolph, not Mitch Trubisky, to play if QB Kenny Pickett isn't cleared. So it's still a huge shot at Trubisky, though, correct?
Well, yeah, they would have won the game last week
Yeah.
if Mitch just didn't throw
3
picks. Horrible picks, 2 being in the red zone, 1 being in plus territory.
Self-scout Mitch should know that, too. Like Mason's on his heels. Yeah.
Listen,
Well.
I've said some things about Mason on this program.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It feels like he's been a good teammate this year. I mean, if Kenny's not going, I don't
It
care.
does.
It's not
Are
like
you
Mitch-
telling me you can have a beer with that guy?
It's not like I don't know if I have a beer with.
Oh wow.
With Mitch?
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Listen, I mean, Mitch Mason doesn't matter. Neither of them are the quarterback of the future. I don't fucking. You can roll out whoever the fuck this weekend. Okay, I don't care.
Hey, never would have guessed Trubisky wasn't that good.
Actually, he is very good.
Because
Okay,
you guys were pretty damn pumped about him at the beginning of the season.
I was
Yeah.
told Mitch was good.
That's what I was told as
because
well.
he is. He's really good.
Yeah, you were singing the blues about golf going into the season.
Yeah,
too. He
loser.
kinda looked pretty good. So
He's a good quarterback.
No, you
He
said
is.
he
Made it to the
sucked.
Super Bowl.
What do you think? What do you think about that story, Ish?
Yeah, how hard
what
is it,
story?
AJ, for like a team?
The quarterback one.
If the players on the if you're on the defense of Pittsburgh and the offensive guys are like, yeah,
Well, they
I
need to
mean,
stop the fucking run.
I'd rather Mason, go instead of
their own
Mitch. How do
set of
you
issues.
react to that?
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering if I'm Mitch Trubisky, like I always say all the time, like confidence is very, very crucial at the quarterback position. How does that help your confidence moving forward if you have your own teammates saying, hey, we want this guy on the bench?
Yeah, I mean, he threw 2 red zone picks last week. Though pretty
Yeah.
much lost him the game. So I don't think this is hurting his confidence any more than them watching the film did.
Well, he just got to be. He's got to do like Russ. Just say, "There's a lot of great football ahead of me. Had a lot of great football in the past. Done it before. Just a lot of great football coming for me. That's all it is."
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of great football in his past, does he? He doesn't have like a Super Bowl or
got some college tape that's legit.
Oh man,
MVP
he made a Pro Bowl. He was had the second highest QBR that year too.
Yeah,
good quarterback.
I mean, he's playing right now for his career right now to be a backup.
No pressure.
Another 6, 8, 9 years he can still. So you go out there and put some decent film.
Listen,
on
he
tape.
had really good.
do
I
that.
think he was like 22 of 30 last week for almost 300. But just those can't throw red zone picks.
Yeah, outside the red zone, he was really good.
Yeah.
It's the program.
George Pickens fucking dominated Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey admitted to it. Okay,
Listen,
who was throwing the ball?
Deontay needs to just worry about catching the ball no matter who's throwing it to him.
Don't
okay?
be
He
a
don't need to
mark,
be
dude.
talking.
What do you guys think happens tonight? Honestly, in the game.
I think you're on it. I do believe there will be either one or possibly two defensive touchdowns because Geno, even in some of the wins, he's throwing pick sixes. And then you look at Purdy. I feel like maybe this is not how everyone feels, but myself, I just kind of feel I'm just waiting for him to look like a rookie and for him to fuck up because he really hasn't yet. I'm not rooting for it. I'm just waiting for that to happen because it feels like everybody does that, especially if they're rookies. But yeah, it's going to come down to probably McCaffrey versus Kenneth Walker. Like if Kenneth Walker can run the ball really well, then the Seahawks offense will do good. And then if McCaffrey can run the ball really well, then the 49ers will be able to move the ball. But I just hope it's not a shitty game.
I wanted to take the Seattle. I really did, but I don't have a cock and balls the size of Purdy's to go against the Niners right now. So.
Not many people do. There are elephants that don't either, Tony. But
6 in a row. We talked about momentum yesterday. I feel like this team been rolling obviously since C-Mac came over, and then the defense been playing lights out all year long. So I think it's going to be a San Fran all around type game.
Yeah, it basically is a playoff game for the Seahawks.
Oh yeah,
it is. Yeah. So it's like if they do come out, but their run defense is so bad. I just have a tough time believing that all of a sudden tonight, they're going to flip the switch and completely stonewall them. But like Connor said, if Purdy looks like a rookie tonight, I think Seattle have a pretty good chance to win. But it's tough picking them.
I mean, they got to start out fast. Like if they can force a few early turnovers, maybe if Seattle's defense can somehow then get the momentum and try to keep the crowd into it. Because if San Fran jumps out to an early lead, even though their crowd is really good, I mean, it's going to be a long uphill battle for the Seahawks.
And then D-Bud AJ, I mean, I assume it's not when you're running game or run defense has been this bad all season long. I assume week 15, 3 days of practice isn't going to fix it.
Look, it's no rocket science out there. You just got to do your assignment, and you can't have one of those games where shit's clicking. You are home. That crowd, especially at night, gets rolling. So you do want to kind of feed on that, but. I forgot who just said it. You go behind a couple scores and you got Nick Bosa just ears pinned back against rookie tackles, it can get ugly real quick. I saw it against Miami. Been doing it all year, honestly.
The only good thing about we looked at the injury report. It's not a good thing, but it feels like the strength of Seattle is Metcalf and Lockett on offense, and they're missing 2 D-backs who are definitely out. There's another one that's questionable, and strictly because and this is no real reasoning. I mean, Chuck brought it up though. This shouldn't be a 3-point spread. It just shouldn't. So it kind of forces you to take, or it doesn't force you. It forces me to take Seattle because you want to take San Fran because they're a better team. But it should be a higher spread. Like the Bucks Niners, that was a 3.5-point spread, but that was in San Francisco. So it's like it just doesn't make any sense that they have that same line against Seattle when Seattle's look so bad.
Brock's first start, too. So
Yeah.
it was kind of that thing.
Exactly.
And people are waiting for him to fall apart. But more than anything, need a super boost to hit, man.
Yes.
Plus 750, boost on the ground. It looks good.
Yeah.
What is it, 80 yards, rushing receiver for C-Mac?
Yep.
Touchdown for Kittle.
And C-Mac.
And C-Mac. I like that. That'll be out there. We need it.
Yeah, need it bad.
For Kittle is good that Kittle hasn't really been that hot lately, right? So they're going to want to get him going in a primetime game.
Yeah, he hasn't really scored since Mexico. So,
Those
maybe
primetime games, man. Kyle gets him going, it seems
time,
like, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Juice check, he might get a little more love. If you're the third string quarterback, and you guys can probably, talk about this more because you guys are actually in buildings. Purdy, third stringer. Do you think he has better chemistry with like a Ray McLeod or like the 6th receiver on the depth chart than maybe a Brandon Ayuk or kind of the guys that were taking those first team reps or no?
I mean, I think D, but I don't know about you. He's probably throwing more balls to those guys. Yeah,
for sure.
Like early on in OTAs and training camp, running cards, for the starting defense. Yeah, I'm sure he does have a little better rapport with those dudes.
Yeah, definitely. But last few weeks, he's been obviously throwing to these guys, the starters, and it's such a timing, rhythm offense. And he looks like he's been playing like even pre-snap stuff, picking up blitzes or knowing when he's going to get hit and still standing there making throws. That's big time stuff from Brock Purdy, man. So keep doing it.
I just got word. So Pat is on the Niners minus the 3.5.
Okay.
Is it the 3.5 or is it that 3 still?
Let me see. What is that?
Because it was 3.
I'm taking Niners minus 3.5 as well.
Okay, so both
Same.
on the 9. Oh, okay.
Niners 3.5.
Yep,
How do you think Al's going to be in a good mood tonight? Like, let's just say it comes out fireworks. They're scoring a ton of points early.
Has he not been? I've been seeing on the internet. He not been juiced?
No.
I think
no.
I don't know if he's not juiced, but
High standards.
He definitely, if it's a boring game, he's not afraid to say this game stinks.
Yeah.
He'll say that. Like if there aren't points, and there have been a lot of duds because there's been a lot of.
Have they had any high scoring, any shootouts yet on Thursday night?
There's what was it? 27-24 was Chiefs Chargers.
And that was the first week. Yeah, that was the first Thursday night.
It's the closest we've had.
Yeah.
Closest we've had, right?
So last week was
Baker game.
17-16.
Yes.
Week before
Thanksgiving,
that was
but-
24-10 Buffalo and New England.
That game stunk.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving games they didn't have one.
Then it was Packers.
27-17 Tennessee and
Yeah,
Green Bay.
that game
stinks.
Yeah, they need a real
Atlanta
like
and
signature
Carolina
game here.
in the rain.
Hey, this could be a good. We're all on the Niners spread, but this could be a good one. Geno, we showed Geno, we showed the weapons that he have, and DK, Lockett, Godwin, like all those guys in one play can put 6 on the board. So Walker's been special too. So it could be. It could be. Hopefully we get a shutout.
I'm taking.
Hopefully Amazon figures out the crowd noise, man. That impacts.
That's a big deal.
How I watch the game. And
Definitely.
They need more mics out there, don't they?
They need something, man. They got to figure out all
They
that
gotta
fucking
boost
money.
it.
Yeah, so these are all the Thursday night games, and there really isn't.
Barn burners.
Evie, you know that, right? Evie, you know audio. Like, why is
know that
Fox
one.
seems to always be a channel that's always
There
had
it
great
is.
audio when it comes to football games. Like, you can hear the crowd, you can hear the players more than every other network, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know why it is different, but Amazon needs to get on. That's a huge deal. I feel like NBA does such a good job of that. When that crowd is loud and someone hits a 3, changes the entire experience.
I'll tell you what. Did you guys ever, D-Bud, you go to NBA games often? I went to the Cavs-Lakers last week, I believe. It was awesome in person. Like, I forgot what it was like.
Yeah, I don't go often. I don't go to NBA games often, but I need to start. I didn't know the Warriors were out here last night. Pacers actually beat them. Steph had a good game. But
He
Pacers
got hurt?
beat 'em. Steph got hurt?
Yeah.
He had 35, like, early.
That's right. Hurt in the third quarter. Yeah, he hurt his shoulder.
Right?
Is the barber doing an alternate cast tonight?
Ooh,
yeah.
He did one last week.
Or
Shot.
is Dude Perfect doing an alternate cast?
You know, I don't watch.
Dude Perfect's got to have
I would
it.
imagine DP and the boys. Yeah.
One of them does.
Hopefully somebody.
What are their names again?
Kobe and
Tyler.
Ron.
The Purple Hoser.
Rowler?
Oh, Ron, he said.
Ron and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Carl.
Ron. Oh. Ron and Jeremy.
Yeah, just, the boys. Everyone knows it.
Is that guy alive still? Is Ron Jeremy still alive?
He is a terrible person.
Believe he's
in jail, I think.
He's serving a life sentence.
For bad things.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got like 60 years in prison, I think.
What did Ron do?
And his dick got
I
10.
think he went the Cosby route.
Yeah.
Oh, did he really?
come on,
Like, he'd been doing it for a long time and
Yeah.
he finally got caught?
He did say the other day that sometimes he likes to
Absolute-
separate artists and art in that situation and go back and watch a couple of the.
He's a
of his
piece of
videos.
shit.
You said that?
great.
You like that?
Zeke-
No, I think Tony
Zeke
said that.
He got 60 years?
I got a
Really
long
bad.
time.
Throw
I don't
him
know if it
under.
was 60.
Bad
but
guy.
Might
He
be
will
longer.
die in prison.
Throw him under. He deserves it.
Bad guy.
Throw the key away.
That's
The
a shame.
hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I know you had a very personal connection to Ron. So.
No, I don't. I don't have any connection to him. Tone just threw it out there, and I thought he was either dead or in prison. I was right. He was in prison, right?
Yeah, soon to be the first one.
Diggs, what time you doing Hammer Down today?
About 10 minutes whenever you say goodbye.
How's that been going with Goomp?
Great.
Good. Goom's
Okay,
hot.
any updates at all? I know I talked about Goomp and if he's coming to the America anytime soon. Any updates or anything we're allowed to talk
See you,
about?
Coach.
To be honest with you, I don't think there's been any updates, but I do think there is a potential update in the coming weeks, and I've been hearing that for about a month now. So we'll see what happens, but just got to stay positive.
Yeah, we'll get a Boxing Day miracle.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need a Boxing Day miracle.
Who says
right.
no?
When is Boxing Day again?
The day after Christmas, I believe.
Yes.
And so we need why are we pinpointing that date?
Because that's Canadian Christmas.
Yeah. Canada and England love Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
More
what
so
are
than
the
Christmas
origins
Day.
of Boxing Day? How did that start?
I don't know, but I know all the at least in
when-
England, all the soccer teams play on that day. It's like
it's like NBA Christmas.
Yeah.
I believe it's when you take all the shit back that you got
Don't
for
want.
Christmas that you don't want and return it.
Put it back in boxes.
Sounds like a fun day. Sounds really fun.
Yeah, it's Boxing Day, pal.
Why did some of these World Cup guys lose in Qatar and play for their other team like 3 days later? Did that happen?
No, they're playing friendlies right now. They're not
Real
The
games.
leagues aren't back until after the final.
Friendlies like scrimmages? What is
Yeah,
it?
like
exhibition, preseason games.
Yeah, just to get their legs back on and stuff like because a lot of the guys didn't play because they're not on countries that were in the World Cup.
Oh, okay. So,
Where-
the World Cup wins the finals.
It's on Sunday at 10 a.m. before the game.
Nice, that's awesome.
Should be should be
France
perfect.
and who else?
Argentina. Messi.
Messi
and
v.
Mbappe?
Mbappe. Yes.
I'm trying to
That's
watch
huge.
that
Two big superstars,
Huge.
right? In the finals,
Uh-huh.
it's got to be huge.
Yeah, that's
Two
gonna
big
be, I don't know,
superstars.
probably
Two
like 1.3 billion people will watch.
Yeah,
it.
two
And France
teammates.
hasn't. Nobody's repeated in a while, right? As
France
champs.
is going to repeat,
So
yeah.
France, if they won, they'll
Well, a lot of people are saying it's Messi's year. His last year.
repeat. Then come to Miami.
And then he's going to Miami. Exactly. He wants a good impression for the people
Yeah,
of Miami.
So if
FIFA
Mbappe
really wants to
wins-
set up. Sorry, fuck, go ahead.
If Mbappe wins, he'll be like greatest of all time.
Best ever, yeah.
Already.
Yep.
No.
Best ever.
Not
Really?
already,
No,
but
no, he's got a long
he's
way.
on
Best
pace.
ever.
How many
He's on
guys have
pace.
won?
I think
two?
he's only 22. So
Yeah, he's on pace. I don't know how many have won too, but there is rumblings that if Mbappe wins, he's also going to come to Inter Miami.
What?
Yeah. And
That's
You got money for all these
That's what
people?
I heard.
Should we pay him
We'll find it.
He's going to own the MLS, actually. He'll own the entire league.
Him and
but
Haaland.
He'll dedicate his life to it.
It'll be called Mbappe
find
League
it.
Soccer.
Yeah. Still the MLS.
Yep.
Don't worry, AJ.
Yeah, that England France game though.
That was awesome.
That might have made me. I'm at least give it a chance.
Yeah.
Working out for where's like the NFL of soccer? Where's the best?
Probably the
players, best
EPL
league?
because they play Saturdays.
Yeah.
And
There's
Saturdays.
only
Saturday and Sunday
25
mornings.
different leagues and 400
Yeah, it's
tournaments
so
deep,
hard
but
to
it's
fucking-
real easy to
Yeah.
keep track of.
Saturday and Sunday mornings.
They also play
that's the
year-round.
English one.
What channel?
Guys play on 12 teams.
NBC.
It used to be NBC Sports.
NBC
You want to see
weekend.
top flight soccer with guys who really know how to play the beautiful game? Watch
Okay.
the fucking Portland Timbers. Whenever, I don't know when they play next, but tune in.
I think their season.
Why? What makes them so good, Ty?
I mean, if you know anything about the MLS, every time you watch them, it's
Don't be an
just,
idiot.
It really is. It's like, oh, that's why they call it the beautiful game.
Yeah. Their pace of play.
Unbelievable. Just
Their
ball on a
shots.
string, yeah.
Counter ability.
The
Right,
pace of
counterability,
play.
yeah.
Sounds believable.
Yeah.
How
Ball,
about-
ball
Hey,
straight.
before we check out here, why don't you put the word out? Try to get one of these like 50 different leagues that these players play in, or 400 different tournaments. Have one of them just remove the goalies for one tournament. Let's just see what happens.
I'm all about it. All about
They'll still win 3-2 probably,
No, it
but
would
let's
be-
just see what happens.
They just put a guy back there in net and have him only use
That's what I'm
his feet.
saying. Don't want him to use his hands. Let's see what happens.
It's a good idea.
Probably be like 8-7.
Just make the nets a
know.
little bigger.
It's fine how it
That's
is.
so
Hey,
much
it's
to
a
ask
beautiful
for.
fucking game.
It
been
is.
a-
I'd be
been around
okay
a
with
long
never
time.
watching soccer after the game.
I was just going to say, I'm not watching soccer. After Sunday, see you in 4
Oh
years.
shit! I stopped watching when we and I quit watching that after we were down like 3-0. I said fuck it, I'm done. 4 years, you might see me back, but
You were Team Croatia?
nah, I could give two shits about any of it.
Tony Kukoc?
Good run.
If
Yeah.
Tony
Soviet
Kukoc was
kid.
playing midfield for Croatia,
That would
yeah,
change
I'd
it.
be watching.
Thank you, Ty.
He might stick out. He's about 9 feet tall.
Yeah, put him in net.
Really good golfer.
Yeah,
Shot.
Yeah, the one dude's 6'8", right? One dude's 6'8", super
yeah, for
long
the
dude.
Netherlands.
The goalie.
Yeah,
goalie.
he's dead, though. They're done. Harry Kane's almost 6'8".
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's a big son of a bitch.
Harry Kane's a big Tom Brady fan, isn't he?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Mark.
that's the problem.
What?
He choked.
You don't like Tom Brady
He
anymore,
choked
obviously.
big time.
Con.
That's not true.
Oh, Harry Kane choked?
Harry Kane.
Harry
Mr.
Kane.
Big miss.
Yeah, yeah.
I really
To tie the
blocked
match.
it all out, I guess. After the U.S. went out, I didn't watch a whole lot.
Yeah,
Still
to
have-
tie the match against France, Harry Kane put the ball 20 rows up. Field goal would have been good from 50, but it wasn't good from 18.
Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to get out of here, all right? We're going to get out of here, take a little bit of break. You know what? I will be back in studio tomorrow.
Whoa! It's been a while.
Safe travels,
We're going-
AJ.
Yes, thank you, D-But, you as well for all the
Appreciate
13, 14 different jobs that you are doing all over the
Yes,
world.
sir.
Appreciate you. Appreciate all the boys, everyone in the back. Thank you, guys. I will be there tomorrow. See you guys later.
Go.